BBC desk.
Weug. Breaking all your stuff. Wow, 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 wow.
For Miss Frost, please contact the BBC desk.
Pay no attention to the goblin on your screen. It is merely an illusion. But
For Miss Frost, please contact the BBC desk.
I'm gonna need this link. You are literally on the link. Please PM me your Insanio music. Salad 3 Hey. Salad 3 Hey. Gigapray.
The MAC announced the departure of Flight 601 to Montreal and Toronto. Passengers for this flight should proceed through passport control on the first floor to the departure lounge. Passengers for the MAC Flight 601. Toronto Airlines announced the departure of the first of Flight 771 to Chicago
I'm on that.
Chat, can you hit the Bjork debut pose? Porta spilled once again. I'm always hitting the debut.
Hello, gamers. Hello. Hi, everybody. Hi, hello, camera. Zoom out, camera. Hi, Archibald. Hi, Liz. Hi, Stu Penguin. Hi, Control O. Hi, whoever else's name I forgot because my thing won't scroll up anymore. Hi Archibald again. Hi Archibald again. Hi Archibald again. Hi Archibald again. I'm saying hi to you 50 billion fucking times. Hello. It's Friday one. That's not Friday. Fuck. um. So the interview is finally happening after being jostled and pushed around. We're here. We're no longer being edged. We're finally made it. Finally made it. What interview is this? It's a computer game I found. Oh my god. Computer games on my computer in my computer. I hope I named the stream correctly. Hold on. Oh, it's the chat. Oh, it's a special event. It's a special event. How could I forget? Wait, wait. Wait, why did it? Wait, why did it not save? Why did it not save? Why did it not save? Ah! All right, gamers. All right, gamers. Let's turn on the computer. Let's turn on the computer to our fantastic. I don't really know what the qualifications we have here. I see a PhD in metalworking. I see a doctorate in medical supply chain. Uh, I wonder who this could be. I'm not verifying anyone. Turn on the computer? Oh, yeah, sure. That'd be awesome. Hello, hi, hello, hi.
Whoa. Hey, this looks great. Wow. Oh my god. Look at me. I've never been more handsome.
I'm sorry to make you into a large-breasted wolf woman.
Well, I got a PhD, so that's all that matters. You really plussed up my my credentials. I love that. I love that for me.
Everyone has a PhD in one way or another.
Or a doctorate. I think, yeah. You got a lot of doctors visiting.
Dude, I'm doctor. I have doctors. That'll finish. Oh my god, wait. I had to finish the doctor in like a week because that's my 1-year VTuber anniversary. Oh shit,
oh, congratulations.
Hold up, that's not yours. That's not your Spotify link.
Oh, cool. I have a Spotify link. I want to listen.
Oh shit.
I'm clicking it.
Oh shit. Spotify mentioned you're a musician. Oh shit, thank you for the I don't know what that notification is. Oh fuck. Thank you for the follow. So introduce yourself to the people to the old woman watching ABC in their bedroom.
Hey, I'm Nilbog. I am a Metal Goblin VTuber, and I mostly play video games, and that's about it. No further explanation necessary. I just am.
Whoa. What's the current project? What's the project? What are you working on right now?
Oh my god. I'm currently helping make a couple of VTubers for my buddies, who I kind of want them to start streaming, and so they asked me on their podcast, and then I said like, hey, I have an idea. What if instead of a podcast? Podcasts are so 2010, man. Let's what if I made you guys VTubers, and we could make it like, a VTuber hangout. And so that's I'm kind of been poking away. You can see in my old VODs, me kind of messing around in Blender, making some other characters. That's one of the projects I'm working on. Yeah. What projects are you working on right now?
Oh, well.
Let me throw it back to you.
Oh, I'm being interviewed now.
Yeah, you weren't ready for that.
Oh
one.
shit! I'm making a game. I'm making a,
oh yeah.
I'm making
your
a game.
medical.
Oh no, that's a stream
drama.
thing. I'm making like an actual proper game.
What?
Which is making a actual proper game that I don't know how to advertise properly, so I'm just saying it's like what if we made Fear and Hunger and also Disco Elysium and make it Catholic? That sounds so much more interesting. That sounds so crazy.
That's a good elevator pitch.
And it's like we're Catholic with it. We're getting Catholic with it, and we're talking about how we're getting how much we have problems.
Oh wow.
Other than that, I have my medical drama stream overlay and another stream that low key the medical drama I push out of the way because I was doing some like I was doing another video, quote unquote video essay fiction thing, talking using Boku no Natsuyasumi as like a receptacle to doing it. So it's like a video essay type thing, but also a stream at the same time, which is why there's bug fighting.
Oh, cool. That Tim Rogers like review of Boku no Yatsu, that game you said that I'm mispronouncing, was amazing. Did you see that?
Oh, that's why I'm doing it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I think he turned on a lot of people to those games.
So real. I forgot if this album is like good interview music. Hold on, no, it is. No, the fuck it isn't.
Oh no.
Go back to Brazil. Go back to Brazil.
Back to Brazilian music. Let's keep it chill, Brazil.
All right. Give me a quick rundown on what you've currently finished.
Currently finished? You're talking about like game wise or like
project wise?
Project wise. Oh, as Nilbog or as an artist? Like, so that's another thing. Like, are you interviewing? I guess you are interviewing Nilbog. I'm here. I'm here, aren't I?
You are here.
Yes. What have I just finished? I just did a really cool last Saturday. Exactly 1 week ago, I was on a live stream with my buddies Big Nose Bug, This Is Gob, and Miss Lala Viti, and we were raising money for the LA wildfire relief charity, and that was incredible. That was an eye-opening. First of all, I felt so honored to be invited to this because these are like VTuber luminaries to me, and the other amazing thing about it that kind of like I was kind of in shock. We were told the day before, they're like, Big Nose Bug was like, oh yeah, and we're gonna be on the front page of Twitch.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, cool. And when we started, so we were on the front page of Twitch for the first 2 hours. They said, so the first 2 hours, keep it kind of PG-13-ish. We couldn't go too dark or too sexual we were talking about, the theme of the show was talking about your childhood cartoon crushes, which turns out that's like a great conversation starter for any VTuber starting out, and you have some dead air. Ask chat what your childhood cartoon crushes are. You will find delightful answers. It's always fun. But I when we were on for the first 2 hours, the number there was at one point there was it said 10.5K people were there. I'm like, that's got to be their bit rate. That can't be the number of people watching. I was like, really, my brain wouldn't believe that number was that high. Anyway, that was a fun day. We raised $4,000 for LA wildfire stuff and talked a lot about some great cartoon crushes. I learned that Digimon have weird veins all over them. Did you know that?
I did. Do I know that? I feel like
Digimon.
That feels familiar, but also doesn't feel real.
We were looking at this Digimon that had these weird veins on his ass, and someone's like in chat's like, "Oh yeah, that's a thing." It's great.
Oh my god, I like have Digimon moments where I'm like, "Oh yeah, I don't know shit about Digimon." Then I like think about it for 2 seconds. I'm like, "Wait, I know more about Digimon than I think I do."
Yeah. Oh yeah. I see. Pokemon came out. I remember the Game Boy game came out like right when I was like to age myself. I was in high school, and I was just on the. I think I was just a little too old to like care or give a shit, and I think I just missed. I just never got on that train, and I always felt left out because the anime looks so cool, the characters look so cool, and I've tried actually the last couple Switch games I've bought in hopes of like, you know what, this is gonna be the one. This is gonna be the one gets Nilbog on the Pokemon train. I'll be able to talk with and crack wise and know what the hell I'm talking about, and I fall asleep at the tutorial. Like these are like the most handheld, like you've never played a video game before openings to games that I never get past. I never get past the first hour, and I get frustrated, unfortunately.
Whipping out
So I hope
so early.
yeah.
Apology, I cut
yeah.
you off.
No, that's it. That was it. That was the most recent thing I could think of. I'm always working on like your VTuber is like a work in progress, right? Like you're always like you're never finished.
Oh,
That's a beauty of it. You can keep adding new shit to it. So I'm always working on either new animations or new poses that Nilbog can do, or I'm working on a set that like because Nilbog is done it in Unreal. That's why he looks pretty photorealistic. But I don't do anything with the background. I just green screen and chroma key, and I made like an illustration of Nilbog that looks like he's on stationery bought at Daiso or something, and that's my background. But I kind of want to. I'm seeing other VTubers that use Unreal, and they do incredible stuff with their environments, and I want to maybe sometime this year give that a shot. We'll see.
what got you going like Unreal? We go here now.
Oh, Unreal. I was always fascinated by game engines, and because I play a lot of games, and I think when Unreal 5 came out, it was like a pretty big jump in terms of like ease of use and like, oh, the shaders just work, and it kind of talks to stuff you export out of Blender just a little bit easier, because I had just gotten into Blender a couple years ago, and so yeah, it was just fascination with game engines, and I started I was on Twitter, and I would start following game developers. Like for the longest time, my Twitter feed would just be animate. I work in animation as a 2D animator, and for the longest time, my feed would just be like other animation topics, like the state of the industry and all that kind of sad news. But when I started following people outside of my industry, game developers, 3D modelers, riggers, viz dev people, I started getting all kinds of new ideas and new ways of like, oh, I could do that, or just new ways of looking at things, and it made a big difference. And so that led me down the path of trying out Unreal. And then I'm kind of surprised there's not more Unreal VTubers, because it's really fun, and it's really it makes a really unique look. But I was kind of trying to like count them on my hand. I think I could count them on like 10 fingers, or like there's not that many. Maybe there's more outside that are non-English speaking that I'm not aware of, but there's not a huge number. Most people are pretty kind of sticking to the live 2D kind of ecosphere, right?
Yeah. Well, I think what I see in VTuber that they either go 2D route like I am doing like stuff with live 2D, or Unity primarily for like game engine.
Unity. Well, isn't live 2D? So how do you make yours?
Oh wait,
is yours in live 2D?
Oh yeah, live 2D is also
Unity.
Yeah, it is Unity, but I mean more so like 3D model interfacing with Unity.
Right. Do you think that's because Unity is easy to use, or?
I think it's just I think that it's because Unity just has a lot of documentation, therefore a lot of stuff is already made in Unity. Because I don't have to touch Unity whenever I touch like live 2D stuff. The only time I've like worked with a game engine with my VTuber thing was when my friend shout out I don't know if it's still in chat. But the initial thing I had was a Godot Princess Maker type situation, which was
Oh,
the only time I've had a game engine touching my thing. Now I make games in Sammy, but you can do, but with a lot of interfacing with like Unity stuff, I've seen a lot of people like put their model into a Unity scene and just like fuck around there.
oh, cool. Yeah, I think I would like to see more. This is how you do it. This is how you make a VTuber in Unity, or this is like like that's why as Nilbog, I try and post like behind the scenes stuff, because it was someone posting behind the scenes stuff of making a model and bringing it into Unreal that I'm like, oh, I can do that. That video is only 20 minutes. I got 20 minutes to f around and find out. Let's try. Let's do it. Um, yeah, I'm excited. What excites me about it all is seeing what happens next. I kind of think, I know VTubing has been around for 10 years or so, but I'm excited for where it's going. I think it's really it's on its way somewhere cool. We're just dipping our toes. And yeah. Oh, here. What are we whispering about?
Forgot to post on Twitter.
Oh,
It is very interesting to see how VTubers in the past year, I legitimately feel like it's been 1 year or like 2 years, has a lot of it has just kind of been very much like game development, but with a VTuber in there. Because a lot of VTuber stuff has it like low key becoming just like I'm developing the software and also my VTuber is in it. Not like no, it's not like everyone is doing it. It's like I've just seen a lot more of it in the past year, like with streamers like Taijiro or Mordecai, like doing
oh
that type
yeah,
of
yeah.
situation. It's very cool to see all of that, and that's kind of what got me to make my VTuber thing a lot more interactive and a lot more getting a lot more silly with it because there's so many
Oh yeah.
options and there's so many options, so many things you can do that I didn't even think about because for the longest time my idea of VTuber is you get a pretty model, you sit in the corner and you start yapping. And then I was like,
Yeah.
no, you can just do some bullshit. You can just make Grey's Anatomy episodes in
Yes.
OBS, and I'm doing that.
You could make a very rich fantasy world, and I think that's what so what really got me down the VTuber route was my buddy who I work with is This Is Gob. We've worked together in animation for most of our careers, and he started a year ago, a little over a year ago, with his Goblin character, and seeing like him play in this sandbox that felt to me like Pee-wee's Playhouse. Like anybody can come through that door, and it could be he could interview Santa Claus, and he would have a mall Santa as a call-in. He has like a call-in show, kind of, almost like an interview show like this, but
I'm interviewed.
yeah. But he also like has tons of cartoony redeems, and he looks like like a character you would see on TV. So he kind of plays with that like with expectations of what animation can and can't do. Which like, oh my god, that's so fresh. That's really exciting, and it's live. You can be in the chat and give him shit. Like that's incredible. That's the appeal for me anyway. Yeah. Oh, can you share your screen on the Discord? Because I think you're on Discord. I can't see the live update.
Wow. Sorry, I forgot I
There
have
you go.
multiple
That's what I
monitors.
want to see. Thank you.
My bad.
Oh, I
My
love it. I
bad.
love it. No, it's okay. Thank you.
I think I really do enjoy seeing how VTuber because I've been VTubing since like 2021. Yeah, but
Whoa.
like for the first 2 years, I was just kind of like, how do I say? I was giving the fluoride stare to the corner of the screen, just like yapping about whatever before I
Uh-huh.
like got like silly with it and made a lot of this bullshit that you see on the screen right now. Um,
Wow.
And I think
So you started during like the pandemic, kind of.
oh yeah, I started because I had like a Tumblr post like become very popular on Twitter, and then it like got out of hand. I'm like, I need to be here now.
Oh,
But that's why the Hershey
that's
thing is in the bio. But
now. So you've mentioned that, but I don't know what that is. Is that something you want to talk about or no?
oh yeah, so in
For anybody else who doesn't
I
know.
feel like every interview I like give the rundown of the story. So
Oh,
what
okay.
happened? What happened in 2019? Me and me and one of my besties, Peggy, we were fucking around on Tumblr.com because
Mm,
she made a fake parody. She made a parody account of the Hershey mascot chocolate bar from Hershey
mhm.
Park. And I jokingly like respond. I like the first post that I did is, well, we got our first mail, and it was me saying like, delete your account on July 17th, 2021. And then she
Oh.
responded with, on July 17th, 2021, start running. And like we didn't think about that. The post got like a lot of traction on Tumblr, and then it like died out. And then as the date came by, as the date came by, more and more people started posting about it to the point where it was like number one on Twitter for like a day. And I was like, I'm just gonna make
Oh.
this into a stream. And I thought the stream was gonna be like 50 people max because I never streamed before.
Mm,
So it was like me and a couple other people making like a little Minecraft RP thing. And
mm.
I click go live. 10 minutes later, my friend Hershey in question stuck in traffic. I look at the viewer count, 4,000 people. I never went live like this before. I never went live before. I was like,
Wow.
what the fuck is happening?
That's crazy.
And then with that, we used it to raise money for Trevor Project. I don't remember how much we made
Oh my God.
because I was like, okay. Then I was like, oh, this is streaming thing's fun. I'm gonna do this. And then I just like started doing it. But
You got the bug.
yeah,
And interview seems to be like your niche. You're like the you're like the April O'Neil of Twitch. You're getting the scoop. You're I don't know.
I
Who's another interviewer, I don't know, newscaster? I don't know.
I can only think of the ones that are criminals. Hold on.
Yeah, I was gonna say Joe Rogan, but that's not Joe
I am
Rogan.
going to be furry Joe Rogan, but I'm gonna be cooler because I'm a freaky little gay boy.
Uh-huh. I love it.
I will dethrone Joe Rogan. I need my $1 million, but first I need to invest in the Joe Rogan microphone. Then it's
Oh,
over.
does he have like a Shure or something like really fancy?
I think the Shure SM58, that's like the Joe Rogan experience is you buy a Shure SM58 and start your own podcast and you make it everyone else's problem.
Oh, good. It's already got the veins in it.
True.
The Shure. Yeah. Cool.
But I think
That's so funny.
But I think thing that VTubing, because like when I started, I didn't really pay attention to that much people on Twitch. Not gonna lie, I was like just in my own little world, not really talking to anyone. And then like I found shindigs and jams, and I was like, oh, this shit's fucking awesome. And then I like started actually engaging with Twitch, and now I engage with the
Yeah.
community.
I think that's pretty normal. But and speaking of shindigs, like that's actually the second that week that I went live with This Is Gob, Shindigs made a shout out post on his Twitter, and I found like my entire audience
That's
from that
awesome.
post. So I think I owe a lot to Shindigs. And ever since then, like now that I see like popping around his chat and your chat and like people like Jams and others, like it's a community. There's a whole community of like-minded people that are kind of looking for the same kind of vibe, I guess is a word, but I love that. And finding new, when you go to a new VTuber and you kind of see, oh, there's a whole new people in chat, but every once in a while you'll see like, oh, I know you from that person. You're the same type of freak that likes this one? Cool. Like I knew it. We were kindred spirits. It's a really fun way to bond, right? Like it's been really unique.
Yeah, it's been
Hive mind.
awesome. It's been like so
Yeah.
awesome because also like through like the shindigs, becoming active and like talking shindig stuff and meeting all the people in the community. I like met other people and like found more community, and I'm like, oh my god, that's so awesome. Like the big one I can think of right now is like everyone in Green Circle, because everyone in Green Circle is like so fucking nice, and I wouldn't have found that if I didn't find Clunk and like that whole community through like shindigs talking about it. And I'm like,
Is
oh,
Green
wow.
Circle another streamer? I gotta look him
Oh,
up.
Green Circle is like the alcohol and Q what's they called? Stream team?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Gotcha. Cool.
I'm gonna did I spell right? Ah!
That's a hard
There we go.
that's a hard one to spell off the top of your head. I'm gonna need to copy paste that one. Yeah.
But
But I love their model. It's like all ASCII characters and
Clunk is so cool. Shout out Clunk. Clunk got me to play Void Stranger finally.
Void Stranger.
Oh my god.
That's another one I gotta Google.
Such
Void
an awesome
Stranger.
game.
Oh, it's like a 1-bit kind of Zelda-like.
It's like I push the block around and we get meta with it. We get postmodern with the block game.
2D Sokoban style puzzle game. That's the second time I've heard Sokoban. The only time I've heard that word was when Jams was talking to AI Jonathan Blow, and he's like, "Hey Jams, I'm working on a Sokoban," and I'm like, "A Sokoban? What the hell's that?"
It's like
Sokoban.
It's like you push the block into the hole.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's Warehouse Keeper in Japanese. It's a puzzle video game in which the player pushes boxes around in a warehouse, trying to get them in storage locations. Interesting.
They're fun little games. Every programmer ends up making a Sokoban game. It seems inevitable to be a Sokoban head.
Oh, we all get there eventually. It's just a matter of time.
It's like how everything becomes the crab.
Oh yeah, in games or in life, we all just become crab.
Everything is crab at the end. Prestige.
I hope so. That'd be great.
I think since you're in the animation industry, I have a question about such matters.
Go for it.
Do you think that VTubing is the beginning of a new type of thing in the industry that'll eventually become mainstream within it?
I mean, that's I hope so. I think I know the industry is so fucking slow to change or like really embrace anything new. So I think it'll be a while before we see like on a mainstream network or streaming service an all VTuber or something show, but it's very possible that people are going to be exploring production capabilities. I mean, they already are with like when you see like a SpongeBob and a Patrick hosting the Super Bowl. They're using the same technology that I'm using for Nilbog. They're looking at an iPad using Apple ARKit for their face, and it's Unreal Engine, and actually, it's totally how an Unreal VTuber works. So you just extrapolate that with eventually someone will make a half-hour sitcom, or someone will make an Adult Swim style silly comedy or something. So yeah, I think all this is all new. This is all, and the industry is always looking for a new way to make stuff efficiently, better, even like create. Like they're also looking for new ways to make things creatively. Like how do we make stuff look beautiful? And there are some VTubers that I think are freaking amazing, like jaw-droppingly gorgeous. Just in like how they've accomplished their art style, and so it's gonna what it will take are the gatekeepers, like the producers, and even like showrunners and like creators of shows need to be aware. Like you need to have someone who maybe has like a couple hits under their belt to look at VTubers as or the techniques used by VTubers as like, oh, the studio won't give me $2 million to make my pilot. What if I just did it for I hire a couple of some VTuber riggers and we make it ourselves. and then I don't have to wait for an answer. That's what excites me, because I've been working in the industry for a while, and I've done a lot of pitches, and I've had a lot of, when you pitch a show or an idea, you're basically asking for an executive in a suit to give you millions of dollars, and that's like the long and the short of it. Like, you're like, can I have it, please? I'll be good. Like, it'll turn out, you'll get your return on your investment. You'll see. And so it's a big ask. But what if that's doing things the old way? Like, you said animation takes a lot of money and time. You usually have to storyboard it and then design everything, and then they're all about shipping it overseas, and like you gotta wait months for it to come back. That's the normal process, and yes, that costs like between hundreds of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars. But we know that if you make a show that takes advantage of the medium of VTubing, for instance, like, I don't know why there's not an animated The View, like a talk show, a topical talk show where you can talk about the news or topical things like gaming stuff that happened this week or whatever as VTubers, you know? Like, I think that's like a no-brainer, no duh meets no shit. Like, that should be a thing. And so anyway, I've been rambling, but yeah, I hope so.
Oh no, we love the ramble.
That's my ramble.
We love the
That's all I
ramble.
got.
This isn't I'm not Joe Rogan.
Welcome to ramble.
I'm not trying to get you to advertise or tell me shit. I'm just trying to get some prime time yapping.
Just one more ramble. Yeah.
The as Archibald said, the Lola Bunny sponsored ad was like an instance of VTubing type stuff being there, and also Homer Simpson at Dodger Stadium. Also, HoloLive at Dodger Stadium. My grandpa watching that was crazy.
So yeah, that's right. There's so you just named 3 things right there that happened in the last year. My goal would be like next year, if you can name 6 things that if that number goes up, that's a win for us. That's a win for everybody in VTubing, because what I would love is that means eventually everyone who's good at VTubing or rigging or creating the model or doing the technical behind the scenes of like adding all the bells and whistles of like triggering the stuff on a Stream Deck or Sammy system, get them in a make the next Grey's Anatomy. Why ain't there? Hey, why ain't there a Grey's Anatomy with VTubers, huh?
Give me a week.
And why aren't you the executive producer, huh?
Give me a week.
What's going on?
Give me a week and I'll have it done. A24, give me money.
A24.
I need money.
Yeah. It's all, yeah. I have hope. I think there's hope. You know why I think there's hope is because I think they're all desperate. The executives and the studios are, I think, desperate for solutions that don't cost as much money. And the good news is VTubers don't cost as much money.
Well,
you don't have to ship it. You can do it all in-house or whatever you want to use the term. You could do it all live. Well, I think you could have like an animated talk show like, you know, Letterman or you know, The Tonight Show or anything like that. That's what this is. You're doing it, and you have a live. But if you wanted to, you could. If you had like a real celebrity guest, like on a couch, and you green screen them into the scene, you could sell tickets. You could have a live audience. Like, I think there's people need to be thinking about like how. I think there's ways that this can happen, and so I don't know how it's going to happen, but yes, I think eventually it'll happen. So keep at it, everybody. We'll crack that nut.
You heard it here first. Someone get Olivia Rodrigo on the line.
That's it. We just need Olivia Rodrigo.
I just need one celebrity guest, and I will win. I will win. But I agree. I do think that inevitably there's going to be Conan O'Brien for VTubers, like anime girl Conan O'Brien, And like it's gonna scare away like old people who are like
the normies.
yeah, and they're
Yeah,
gonna be like, what the fuck is this? Ew. But it's also
sure.
like this, like I don't care, we're appealing to the youth, they have money now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The
No, like the executives now, like they don't even try to like the age bracket of like young animated shows for ages like 6 to 12, 11 or 12. They're like, oh yeah, they're lost. They're in Fortnite and or Roblox.
True.
We will not greenlight a show for that age. We will go for preschool and we will go for like, Adult Swim. But that age group is like impenetrable. Like it apparently like it's crazy. But I'm like that seems like a your prop. Like hey dummies, like why don't you meet them where they're at? Like why not make content that they're used to seeing? Like what, I don't know. There's a whole lot of bigger issues at play here, but yeah. Oh yeah, that Lola Bunny thing. I'm seeing people mentioning that. Yeah, that was This Is Gob, and yeah, they did it using the exact same technology that he uses to make This Is Gob, his character. And now it was kind of like a little trial run to see, like, he made that really fast, and he made a lot of them. Like usually if you were to make an animated content of a character like Lola, you'd have to like wait months for it to come back overseas, and this could be on the fly really quick, and it didn't look bad, so it looked great. So that's the idea. That's the idea of that's the sell that we're trying to do. We've actually, Gob and I have been having meetings. We've been having meetings, like trying to get them to understand. But it's going to take time, like because there's limitations to a VTuber, right? Like a VTuber can't immediately just do anything. Like you kind of have to pre-program that and preload an animation to do everything. So and if that animation is complicated, like how do you get them in and out of a car? Like, okay, well, you have to basically animate them getting in and out of a car, and it basically takes like as long as it would take you normally, like a normal animation of someone getting in and out of a car. But once you have a character that can just, if most of your show is just them yapping like over the shoulder and shots over back and forth of characters around a room, then maybe most of the animation can be done in this technique, and maybe the other 20% of the show can be done traditionally, or fill in the blank. We're looking at like exploring other avenues. That's like a big picture kind of thing.
I wonder how I've lost my train of thought instantly. It's gone.
Yeah, no, it's okay. Me too. I don't know what I was talking about.
I do think that This Is Gob is the closest I've seen someone just make a talk show on Twitch VTuber wise, instead of just like nailing the aesthetic down as well with having the dynamic motions for like everything going on. Like I feel like This Is Gob has been the most intricate version of that I've seen on Twitch, and I'm surprised I haven't seen other people try to replicate it, because I've seen a lot of talk shows on Twitch that have the standard talk show layout, but not with like as much animation there, which is why whenever Gob goes live, I'm like, oh,
what are they gonna do? Yeah, they do like cutaways. They do stuff with like, oh, he'll cut to like a different camera angle or have something pre-prepared. It's that Pee-wee's Playhouse thing. It's like, and it's a mixed media. Like that's the other beauty of it. Reminds me of like an episode of Gumball.
yeah,
Where like, oh, a 3D animated shark can exist next to a stop motion banana, and you don't question it. It's all fun. You're just laughing. That's it. We just want to make people laugh. Like this is all like supposed to be like a distraction from like the horseshit that's going on, right? So yeah, the sky's the limit. Why limit yourself? Let's try something weird.
everyone get freaky on the computer this instant.
Yes. And I want to see freakier, weirder VTubers. Like, let's keep them getting weirder. Get weird,
Yeah,
man.
get your inspiration from like weird shit too. Be like,
Yeah.
like I got my inspiration from a bunch of games I don't really like that much, but I like looking at.
Oh, yeah. Your PC90. So this whole vibe. Are you talking about PC98?
Oh yeah, I love PT98, but I don't like I'm it's a lot of straight porn and I'm not a straight individual.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of milky thighs.
Yeah,
Like
and
a female, milky female bosoms. And yeah.
fun if
There's not that many, like, yeah, like big hunky, like, dude.
they hate me. They hate me. But I'm here to make the difference. Although the PT90 thing for me, like the big inspiration comes from some of the most beautiful pixel art that has ever been made was for the PT98 because that was like the last bastion of like PT98, not of pixel art being like the like required for the computer to display before you can just like put a painting on. So there were a lot of like
before they can just use JPEGs, like they actually had to like paint with the pixel, like a sprite,
yeah
kind of.
yeah. It was a lot
To
of
do
that.
there, and
Oh, it was a lot of
it's
that.
incredible.
And I like look at it, I'm like, oh my god, and I don't see that many people like copying that look. I can only really think of 2 artists that I've come across that do that, like have that as like a big thing they do. But and I was like, well, and I thought to myself like, oh, that would be a really cool thing to have as a stream thing. So I'm here now. I'm here now doing this with like
Yeah.
everything, and I'm planning on remaking a model. I'm trying to remake my model to be pixel art, and also not like interpolate.
Oh.
So it's like a whole different thing.
Oh yeah, so it's a little bit more choppier in PC 9080.
Yeah. So it's
Dither.
yeah. I currently
Oh,
love this
can
model. It was so annoying to rig because I learned how to rig on it. I'm
oh
like
yeah.
I'm like mad. Sorry, I need to complain real quick. I need to complain
ahead.
about Live 2D real quick. Like the
Go
software,
off.
not Live 2D.
They're listening.
Is it? No, yeah, Live 2D Cubism. Bro, they added dark mode when I finished the model, and I was so mad because I would like rig this shit at night after class, and I was like,
Oh, so you
my
get
eyes.
blinded. Oh no. So does Live 2D, does it let you do stepped like animation? Like right now everything is kind of tweening on the ones, like but does it let you do it like every 2 frames it creates a new frame, or on 3s like Spider-Verse style? Could you do that in Live 2D?
You can do that, but you have to. It's like really hacky.
Okay.
It's like,
okay.
It's like not meant to do that.
Right.
But
right.
who cares?
Yeah.
But just make it do it. Fuck it, bro.
So that's what I'm excited for. I'm excited for like new tools. So I'm excited for new tools for VTubing to come out. Like someone will make right now to make something in Unreal, you actually can't make a model in Unreal. Unreal's like not a sculpture program. You have to make the sculpture somewhere else and then bring it into Unreal to like rig and prep and like add Unreal's like the stage.
Yeah.
But like there's no one-stop solution. And I know it's asking a lot, but I want a one-stop solution. I don't know if we'll ever get it, but
well, I think it'd be a very like I understand why, because I think if you shove Blender into Unreal, you're going to make a software that like eat their computer.
Yeah, that's a good
But
point.
also for like something like more like lower intensity, I feel like that would be possible.
Yeah.
Which
yeah, I don't know.
Maybe I've never used VRoid. I don't know what's up with VRoid.
Oh, I'm not sure. Is that your background? Are you graphic or programming or graphic design?
Oh, I'm an environmental scientist.
And oh wow, I didn't know that.
That's my like academic
Cool.
background. I just draw. I just draw
That's
on
great.
my computer and I draw.
I love it.
I just draw on my computer. I do some peanutty programming and I'm here now.
Great.
Job wise, I'm just a neat.
A neat.
Wow.
That's fun.
Yeah, I just well, being 20, being a 20-something-year-old in the current day is try to remain gainfully employed challenge.
Oh yeah, that's well. I mean, once the writer's strike happened, I've seen like veterans in the animation industry. We're talking like that guy's not had a job. He's always employed. And I see them on LinkedIn saying like, I don't know, does anybody know if Lowe's is hiring? And it's crushing. It's like I get it. It's like it's tough world out there.
Yeah. It's like scary how fast like someone can just like slip. And especially like in I don't know if this is the case out of the United States, but I don't know if this is the case how like artists are treated in other countries because I don't live in other countries. I live here.
Yeah.
But like a lot just like seeing all of these people who made the show that made millions and millions of dollars like being paid like not that much. Like man,
Oh yeah.
not being able to support themselves, they're not even getting like residual on their shit that they made.
Sure. Yeah. Creators they kind of just get like, I mean, they get a nice salary, but they're not like making like you'd be surprised for how much money they're bringing into the studio. In TV, you're not getting a back end. You're just paid the salary, and when the show is over, it's thank you. We might not ever. You're free to go. We'll call you when we need you. And I've seen I've seen showrunners who had a huge show on Max last year is now like, you know, looking for a job. Like, hey, anybody have illustration work? I'll anybody I'll do storyboard revisions. Like, not to say that's and a job's a job. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but it's the industry is just like there was a huge amount of growth in leading up to the pandemic when like in 2018 to 2020 up to 2020 like Netflix would be staffing up. They couldn't hire enough artists to fulfill the demand. They were making so much and they needed more. They would like Netflix would try and like kind of like poach people almost like add a zero to your paycheck. We'll take you from Disney or wherever you're at. And but now Netflix is like everywhere. It's like it's just the pendulum swinging the other way. And there's and the industry is kind of, I don't know if it's rebalancing is the right word. Like it's returning to normal, but it'll never return to normal because what is normal now? It's finding a new normal, and we'll see where this pendulum ends up. But you know, I hope I'm always thankful for a job, but I know it's fleeting. The days of like, well, you're on The Simpsons forever, or like all that are like. Only the people on The Simpsons can say that. There's no real shows that are doing that these days. So,
what do you think of the, speaking of industry, what do you think of the popularity and outcropping of more indie studios that are indie producers like being able to be self-sufficient either via Patreon or via like a company like Glitch?
Say the last company again?
Like Glitch Production.
Are they the Glitch?
They're the amazing digital.
Oh,
it's not
Circus.
I need to not call it what I think it is.
I was gonna say that I was gonna mention that the Amazing Digital Circus, and I just saw they announced a 2D show that I saw some colleagues of mine were doing boards and creative work on. I love it. I think now speaking of tools like changing the game, I think the more that you can make stuff with a smaller shows should be made with less people and less amount of money, and I mean that, and I want that now. Like I think there has been a big bloat in like budgets and like and demand of like, oh, the show should be huge, and like TV shows for so much they want so much for so little. They want it to be a freaking feature, and a thing like Amazing Digital Circus, like they know exactly where to spend the money. They know where to spend the money on design and hire the right animators who do an incredible job and tell a story that resonates with young people. Talk about like, where's that audience, that age, you know, young to middle school audience? That's where they're at. They're finding new original ideas on something like Amazing Digital Circus and any other indie animated project, and they're not finding it on like Disney Channel or Cartoon Network, like, which was what it was when I was a kid. So that's exciting to me. There needs to be competition, and I want more of that. So, and if you can kind of like find a little bit of a community that is doing that on Twitch, all the better. Like, I think I'd love to see that.
I think a lot of the end goal for a lot of creative people I know is just like, I want to be able to support myself, especially those who are in the industry. And it's like, oh, me too.
That's tough.
I don't want to do science anymore. I want to draw cartoon animals. I don't even draw cartoon animals. I want to draw moody women.
But don't you think? I mean, I'm just being realistic here. Like, isn't that like the most difficult thing is to like make a living doing this?
Oh yeah,
like,
definitely. I'm not making shit. I don't make money.
Yeah. No, I think even the people that do really good, like, I don't know if they can do it full time. I think you have to have like 1,000 people in your room every time you go live, right?
Oh
like,
yeah.
To approach like what it cost, like I don't know. So I've never had that mentality of like, well, this is a money loss for old Nilbog. Like, I've kind of accepted that this is gonna be like a fun hobby.
Oh yeah.
That keeps me sane. Like, but I do like seeing. I like seeing people making merch and finding ways of like going to conventions, getting commissions. So that's patronizing the arts, right?
Yeah.
Like, I love that. I love getting commissions from their chat, or like doing drawings for people that like their drawings. That to me is like, that's what an artist, there's no better way to give back to an artist than to give them money. Yeah, like, and as an artist, like, there's no art without commerce. Like, you kind of need, they kind of go hand in hand. Like, it's, you can't eat your art. You gotta pay the rent somehow.
Oh yeah. I mean, more so, it's like a lot of people in creative field are like first and foremost like just trying to get something stable, because oh my god, industry nightmare. And I've seen a lot of like artists like who are in that, just like supplement stuff by either selling merch or VTubing and doing that type of thing. And also, it's, VTubing is a fun thing to do. Like, for me, this is just a very fun thing to do, where I can like mess around and like kind of just like build a portfolio and just like put it in front of everyone's face.
Yeah.
Or like either programming stuff or like
your
playing
art
stuff.
All your interviews, you've now accumulated like so many character models in this PC98 style. Like, I feel like you could make another game that just uses all this art, like, right?
Yeah. Like, I could, like, if I could, like, I have so many assets made for over all of the different themes I've made, where I can literally just like make a game like straight up with like everything and not have to draw anything else.
There you go. And then throw it on itch.io and see what you can make. Like, that's great.
Sorry, I just have like the idea of like, you accept to be on the interview, I am going to put you in a game.
Oh, I hope so. Yeah. Appearing on Salad Forest stream is signing the waiver, and so yes.
Oh,
I hope someone puts Nilbog in a game. That'd be great. I'd be a great like boss, or I'd be a mid boss, like a mid level. Like, there's a bigger enemy later on, but like, oh, here I am blocking your way. I got my hand on my hips, teapot pose. I love it.
I am very happy to see, like the rise of like indie animators like being able to support themselves and like tell their stories instead of having to go through a big like corporate entity and then dealing with it like that. Because from what I've talked to people about, is like a lot of like mass media stuff that is currently being made, like out of stuff like A24, is mostly like too many fingers in the pie, too many chefs in the, I don't know what it is, and like a lot of that stuff tends to
made by committee.
Yeah, and a lot of that stuff tends to fail, and then you have like Digital Circus just like taking over the world.
Yeah, and then places like Netflix is coming to them and saying, "Hey, can we buy what is it, the streaming rights to your show?" Like when Netflix went to them, and it now airs on Netflix.
Wait, that's on Netflix now?
Yes, let me go and verify before I say this lie.
Oh shit,
Netflix.
it is.
Yeah, it's on, and so it's because Netflix isn't stupid. They know they need that audience, and so yeah. I don't know where I was going with that, but it's speaking of like indie animators making it doing good. Have you heard of Worthy Kids?
Oh my god, yes, I love that.
He's like my Blender inspiration. Like I got into a lot of what I do because of seeing Worthy Kids stuff, and their style changes. Like they do stuff that looks 2D, they do stuff that looks 3D, they do Big Top Burger, they do some just fun Rankin Bass looking songs and music videos and shorts. Places like Adult Swim were like beating a path to their door, asking them to like, "Hey, will you make a show with us?" And they're like, "I actually don't need to because my Patreon pays me a good living, and with Patreon, I don't have to hear your effing notes. So no, you know." I love that kind of success. Like, I wish that on everybody. Like that's amazing. Yeah, all in Blender, baby.
I so badly need to pick up Blender again because I like made the donut and then I stopped making the donut because Mr. Donut gave me the ick.
Oh yeah,
But it's like so useful.
I gotta see if his video, if that effing video that made me so angry, is still up of his. Sorry.
Keep
talking.
Get out of the donut world. We have moved past the need for donut. We can make like the fucking bell pepper or whatever. That's GIMP. Wait, hold on.
No, I don't even want to look this up. Oh yeah. Anyway, yeah. Blender was life changing for me because in school I went to to animation school, and it was mostly a 2D. You could do either path. You could do a 2D path or a 3D path, and I said, well, I'll learn 2D. And I really didn't. They kind of corral you. They're like, well, you're 2D, so you're never gonna, you're not gonna want to pick up 3D because that's a different path and blah blah blah. And it kind of like, I don't know, I don't like it. It puts you in a box, and like, who gives a shit? Like, why not learn both? Like, what's the harm in it? And I didn't learn Blender until pretty recently. Maybe like 5 years ago, and I just wish I had learned it earlier. Like it opened so many new doors. I've gotten some great freelance because of it. Like it's a lot of fun, and you can just do anything with it. Like you want to do 2D? Sure. There's cool.
Hi, Young.
Hello.
Hi. Sorry, I cut you off again.
Oh no, it's okay. I think I love your aesthetics. The kind of like TV with the static bars. That's really fun.
Thank you. I there was like that was like inside of a TV drawing that I got rid of because I think I could do something else with it. Also, welcome Raiders. Hi. Well, how many shrews did I miss? Did you get a shrew? Hold on, can we shout out? Hold on, I shouted out women, now I can't shout out young.
Shout out women.
Thank you, women.
Shout out young women. Wait, no, scratch that.
3 shrews! Oh, goodness. 40 seconds and then you get your shout out. Oh.
Welcome, Raiders. What were you playing?
Oh. Everyone watch Young, by the way. Young is reviewing every mammal.
Oh.
Young is reviewing every fucking mammal on like that exists and have the wheel, and I'm putting every Cocteau Twins album in there as an adjective because Young also rolls for 4 adjectives to describe everything as. I'm obsessed. Every time Young goes live, I'm like I had to like drop everything and watch.
That's the most indie sentence I've ever heard. They're reviewing every mammal with Cocteau Twins.
Oh, I'm putting Cocteau Twins
Oh,
albums in like titles in the adjective list, so hopefully one of them gets pulled.
oh, gotcha. I love it.
True, Arshel, most underrated person. Young is so fun to watch. I like low-key kind of copied a Young. I was watching Young and then I was like, I need to review everything of something, and I was like, every building in Taipei. And I didn't even fucking
Oh,
finish it.
cool. That's where it came from?
Yeah. But I didn't do the adjective. And Arshel made me a wheel with buildings that didn't even exist.
Oh,
Looking at you directly in the eyes, Arshel.
that's fun. Reviewing.
Oh. I completely forgot where my train of thought was.
We're reviewing mammals. We were saying what do you think of the blue whale?
I love the blue whale. They make weird noises though. They're kind of scary. I do want to
that's
eat
good.
whale one day, but I don't think I'll ever be in a
Whoa.
whale eating situation. Oh yeah, animation industry, Netflix. Animation industry, Netflix.
Yeah.
Shouting out women, smiling friends. Blender, technology. That's where we are. Technology connections.
Technology.
Do you think that do you think that a lot of people in do you think a lot of people will end up having to pick up Blender like no matter what part of the creative field they are just because of how useful of a tool it is or
No,
a 3D software equivalent?
I don't think Blender will ever be necessary, but I think people will. What I hope happens is people want to pick it up because they keep seeing people post cool Blender shit.
True.
Like like I think you should not pick up Blender like, well, I got to do this for a job. I think that's a kind of a weird way to learn anything. Well, it's not a weird way. It's a practical way to learn anything.
Me with web dev
But what's that?
though. Me with web dev though.
Oh, with learning web dev
Yeah.
because you gotta get a paycheck. But the thing about Blender is ain't nobody hiring for Blender. Like I can't say like really. I was asking around the studio I work at, like, hey, why aren't we doing this show entirely in Blender? Like, seriously, I think it'd be the perfect solution, and here's why. I like had like a whole presentation, and they're like, that's great, and we're gonna stop you right there. Blender is updating so much and moves so fast that like as any studio that does the animation that we would outsource it to would like they freak out because they use every animation studio that actually does like the grunt work for most shows. They have so many proprietary like plugins that they develop internally in house to like speed things up for their animators and their riggers and every department for their pipeline. And that's all done in Maya. They're like, and they all do it in Maya, and they've been doing it that way for decades. And to say they kept on saying I would do it arbitrarily. I'm like, I'm not doing it arbitrarily. But they to change it to Blender is like throwing a big wrench in their gears. And so there's I can see once that was explained to me, like, okay, I guess there's some reluctance, or I can kind of see that side of things. But if we're talking indie and we're starting like brand new, let's find a studio that's young and like maybe doesn't have that kind of background. Like, let's take a risk. Let's start taking some risks on like smaller places and places that aren't afraid of like starting a production in Blender. And the operative word there is risk. The minute I say risk, they like throw their hands up. They're like, well, who's this idiot talking risk? We're not about that. So that's why, back to our point, like, you got to take a risk. Like we to get cool stuff, we got to take a risk. That's it. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, oh, you know what just inspired me? Speaking of Blender and risk, I just saw last weekend the movie Flow.
Oh,
have you heard of this? The cat in on the Journey movie.
I haven't seen it, but I've like seen of it.
You've seen it, yeah? Because it's up for the Oscar, and it
really?
won. I think it won the Golden Globe, or is it up for the Golden Globe? But Blender was made entirely in Blender. It was made for $3 million, which is nothing. And I think it made 15 million or around there. It won Best Picture of the Golden Globe. That's incredible. It's an amazing film. It's really well made. It's made by a small team, very small team. Like the credits were like maybe it was a huge like co-production of lots of small studios, but like total animators was like under 20 to make this whole feature about these animals going on this cool journey. Anyway, I recommend it. And if one thing it taught me is like, geez, they only had to raise 3 million. Like, and it was spread between like before the movie starts, most European movies are like this. There's like 10 co-production credits, like international, like, you know, their vanity logo cards before the title of the movie. And there was a lot, but I love that because it kind of spreads the hurt. It spreads, you try and get someone else to pay for your art. That's great. And try and get a lot of people to pay for your art. That's even better. But it like, I think that might be a really not fun, but a practical way of getting stuff made is like, keep it small. The cast was small. It was like, you know, they only needed to make like a couple, like 10 rigs of animals. They gave out their water shader for it's publicly available. The same water technique, the water plugin. It's a plugin in Blender for $50. You can use the same water shader that they use in Flow.
That's awesome.
Google it. You'll find it. Budget 3.6 million, box office 14.3 million. There you go. That's a good return on investment. So like 3 million, that's about like a house in LA. Like I'm gonna start saying like, look, you could either buy a house or you can invest in my film. And my film can make you a lot of money. We're going to win an Oscar for this. We're going to win the Golden Globe. I think there's something there. Nilbog will make it happen. No, I'm just kidding. But check out Flow. Beautiful film.
Do you think that I must ask this on an economical basis? Do you think that movies like that are only really possible to happen outside of the U.S. because a lot of like big budget U.S. movies are kind of focused on like billion-dollar companies versus like indie?
Oh my
stuff?
God, I was watching with my friends and we were talking about like, so what if this was made in the U.S.? They're like, well, first of all, that character would be voiced by Billie Eilish. This character would be Ava Longoria. You know, nobody speaks in this movie. It's only, and they don't even use like animal, like Frank Welker doing like Lion King sounds. They used a real cat to make all the animal sounds. They used real dogs and you know, so it's very art housey in that. But it's not asking a lot. It's a simple story, and I think why it's doing so good too is I read that it was like one of the most searched for movies in the last couple weeks, because it plays well with kids. Kids, guess what? Kids love animals, just like adults. But kids will watch a 2-hour movie. How many times did I watch Homeward Bound as a kid? I love that movie. You know. Throw animals in danger, a kid is locked in. Yeah, it would star Chris Pratt for sure if it was in the US.
The children yearn for plague dogs.
Yes.
Children yearn for Watership Down.
But
like
so
actually
happened,
though.
Yeah, no. So that's a good point. Maybe next year, maybe the animals can talk if it's like they're and it's Watership Down, and it's I don't know. I know they are making Animal Farm, but it's going to be like a CG fucking
with Marvel
gross
dialogue.
Yeah. Oh God. Well, you know,
I don't know.
If it happens once, it can happen again, and I just want to keep momentum going. I want there to be I want next year. I want there to be 2 flows. You know, it's a big ask, but everyone get started on your animated pitch project and just effing do it. Just do it.
Yes. Everyone
Nilbog says do it.
Everyone make cool things. You will get 1 million Australian dollars.
Dollary dues.
I say that because the other movie, because I've been meaning to watch Flow, and I've been meaning to watch Memoir of a Snail because I like seeing animation. I like animation. I like cartoons. I like drawing. I
Oh,
like
that's the stop motion one.
clay.
Yeah.
Made by the Marion Max guy.
Yes, I remember their that. Was it a short?
Marion Max?
No, it was a feature.
Yeah, Marion Max was the other movie. He made a
Yeah.
short film between the two, I believe.
Mm.
But this looking at these two movies made me think what's going on with the American animation industry situation compared to other countries? Which
Yeah.
which led me to learn about a bunch of things, and me going oh, this is interesting.
They're always just going to be chasing the $1 billion properties now. It's going to be all Mario movies all the way down, for better or for worse. It's going to be all Minions here. Yeah. Who was it? That Illumination tried to do kind of their version of an art housey European movie with the ducks. That didn't make them enough money. Do you think they'll do that shit again? No, they won't.
They had a duck movie?
Yeah, they had a movie written by Mike White, who I love. The script was written by Mike White, who did what's that? He wrote School of Rock. He wrote White Lotus, The White Lotus. He did a really good gay movie. I remember seeing it when I was little. Chuck and Buck.
Love gay
Chuck
people.
and Buck.
Shout out gay people.
And he stars in his movies too, which is great. He's kind of he's a little weirdo. Oh, did you ever see he did an HBO show called Enlightened with Laura Dern?
I haven't. That's
Laura
something I
Dern.
keep wanting to watch, and I keep forgetting
Oh my
about it until
God.
I remember it.
Enlightened is so good. So anyway, Mike White wrote the script for what was that duck movie? Migration. I didn't see it, but I heard it was fine. But it didn't bring in $1 billion at the box office, which is what needs to happen for feature animation now. Unfortunately. So yeah, indie. I think the future is indie. I want to work on more indie stuff. That's it.
In the future, we will all be indie animator. Then, was it Latvia? Is that where Flow was produced?
Oh, probably.
Was it Latvia or France?
That sounds right.
One of those two.
It's definitely a co-production. Like the director might be from Latvia, but I know there was, it was like a big European co-production. So they had production assistants all over.
The future is hold on. Oh my fucking God. What country?
And isn't Digital Circus Australian? I think it's Australian.
I'm pretty sure it's Australian. The future is Australian.
Yeah.
We're all going to Australia? We're not leaving here until one of us is Australian?
Oh yeah, Wild Robot. That's another one. Wild Robot's supposed to be pretty good too.
Ooh, I haven't seen that one. Yeah, that's a movie. That's another movie where I didn't know it came out till way till the end of the year when I was looking at movies from the past year. But speaking of indie stuff, it's been nice to kind of notice that we're in an indie era with a bunch of stuff. I think animation is slowly becoming more and more popular in the indie era, but a lot of indie films specifically and have been getting picked up and popping off with something with production studios like A24 dropping stuff I saw the TV Glow or the Lighthouse and that type of thing, where they're not really huge budget stuff, but they're big enough budget. And also within the indie game scene, because a lot of the most talked about and impactful games in recent years have been indies, from the past.
Balatro.
Yeah, Balatro or mouthwashing.
Oh yeah, I'm loving indie games now that have a 2-person crew. or like one person did the art and one person did the programming. It's and just being blown away. Like
Yeah.
again, everyone's kind of opening their eyes. Like this game doesn't need to be like huge, triple, even double A to like capture the hearts and minds of everybody. Like it just you need to make a good game, and people need to talk about your good game, and that's how that works. Like I know it's easier said than done, but it doesn't need it. We don't need budgets. It's about what you do with the money. Put the money to good use.
I love indie stuff. I love indie games. I love web fishing and what's an indie project? Lethal Company.
What's Lethal Company?
It's like
Is that the 3D one where everyone's like you're in a dark spot?
yeah, everyone's like
kinda...
on the ship walking around making like doing the little dance. Getting objects from a bunker and running back to the ship.
Lethal Company. Oh, if I see the image, I'll know what it is. Image. Oh yeah, everyone's in these suits. Yes. All my favorite streamers play this one.
Streamers are obsessed with Lethal Company.
That's fun.
The future is random furry solo game dev.
Oh, the solo furry game dev.
We're in a solo furry game dev era right now, everybody.
And there's lots of cool animated TV shows coming up from like indie animators like Joe Kappa, who did like he did Haha You Clowns. I don't know if you saw that. It's like it kind of looks like the dad and the sons from Home Improvement as like these weird animated weirdos, and they keep referencing their dead mother, and it's kind of dark, and it's you got to check them out. And or there's another one, Common Side Effects. There's an animated series called Common Side Effects by who's the guy? Joe. It's another Joe, I thought.
Joe Rogan.
No. Anyway, made by the guy who did that really cool sci-fi show that came out last year. Oh, I'm so bad with names. But anyway, there's some cool new animated stuff coming out that I'm stoked for.
We will all. I hope all of us, the Patreon that gives us $30,000 a month / $2 billion.
Scavenger's Reign, that was it. He made Scavenger's Reign, and he's making Common Side Effects, which I think debuts tomorrow.
Ooh, I will check
it out.
But back on the topic of the interview. Back on the interview. Do you have anything?
Yes, the interview.
Do you have anything you plan on releasing anytime soon?
What do VTubers release?
A virus onto the public.
Oh, yeah. I plan on releasing a hot tub stream. What else? I actually am trying to make a hot tub stream. But that's where I want to like use Unreal Engine, to have realistic bubbles all around me. It should be fun. Hot cauldron. Oh, that's a good idea. Too many good ideas in chat. Look at this. I don't know. Hey, as a VTuber, iVTuber, do you ever like get the urge to just swap models and swap personalities? Like, or is that just me?
I don't. Not really, just because my VTuber model is just me. This is like straight up just me. Like I don't act different on stream. I act relatively the same. The only difference on and off stream is I say more like heinous things off. Not heinous things. That's not the right word. Right. I commit crimes, but I'm not a creature.
Oh, no. Axel says you do this all the time. That's why I use a ping tuber so you can change outfits on the fly. Yeah, I think there's something to that. To like, well.
The performance.
Maybe Nilbog wouldn't say this, but maybe another character would. And I could kind of, what if I wanted to be a little stinker? and I don't know, be more be a different personality, a sassier person, or I don't know. I've been thinking about like exploring what that would be, and like what yeah, I don't it's only like a half thought right now, so we'll see.
Oh, that's
Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for a half thought to be hatched.
Well, that's like an awesome thing you can do, like specifically with VTubing, like so easily though. Just like having multiple models, meaning like multiple different performances you can put on, because it's because you know, I am my camera is not having it right now. Because you know, you can just like swap model and then, you know, just like switch the persona, have a different thing going on whenever.
Yeah.
And it's kind of awesome. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of awesome.
I think it'd be cool for like Nilbog to like go on vacation and then like another character come in entirely for like a week. And then, like, you got to deal with this other character for a week. And like, I don't know, maybe Nilbog doesn't come back, but Nilbog will eventually come back. But yeah, I don't know if like, should I create a new channel for that character? That's why I kind of like the idea of maybe Nilbog goes on vacation. I'm kind of just brainstorming this live. But yeah, spoiler, if this happens, just act surprised. But,
well, this is the insider information. You're getting rewarded for watching me because I'm
rewarded. That's it.
But I'm like VTubing is kind of like the perfect place to do improv theater, low-key, and just like get silly with it.
That's it.
Cause like my friend, shout out Kinski, shout out, oh my god.
Oh yeah, they're game dev. I just followed them today.
Yeah, they're my that's the person I'm making my game with.
Whoa, cool.
They're my oomphy. They're one of my besties. They're doing D&D on Twitch. So every week, so I think it's I don't know what the schedule is exactly, but they made like a little dungeon crawler thing, and then you roleplay their character and that, and wow.
Cool.
I like low key. Don't tell. I like low key owe them like a model that I haven't that I've been like dragging my feet on because I've been like I've just been like bad at managing my time this past like few weeks.
I won't tell them.
Oh, they already know this. They know this,
okay.
but I'm like but don't tell them I've been dragging my feet because because I'm a little all over the place.
It's just between us, buddy. No one else is here.
No one else is gonna watch. No one else is here.
Mm-hmm.
I love game dev. I love videos. I love making.
Yeah. I think that's it. I think yeah.
Next question to the interview is, because we're interview, we had to get through these like 10 questions.
Yes.
So intermittent yapping and then the question. How would you describe your stream to an orphan in 5th century China who just discovered salt?
Oh, I'm like a lot of salt. End of description.
Ooh.
I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, that's a hard one. I'm like a lot of salt. That pretty much sums it up.
No, how would you
just discovered it?
Now, how would you describe your stream to someone who is logged the fuck in and is currently updating every VTuber database.com?
What if you had to take a road trip with that person? How would that be painful?
I would like take so much money from them.
Drive it off a yeah, I am I don't know. My model's been described by a lot of things to a lot of people. I get called live action a lot. I get puppet. I get stop motion, and I love them all because I can see that, but I didn't have any of that in mind really when I was making that. It doesn't matter what I think it is. It matters what other people will always just make a snap judgment. So how would I describe it? I'm a silly goblin that plays video games, and that's it. I am what you see. I'm not big on because once I describe it, that puts it in a box, and then people are like, oh, Nilbog described him as this, and then that means my interpretation. I understand why David Lynch doesn't want to talk about his films because it's limiting. Like
True.
It's not important. It's not important to me. It doesn't matter. I want to know what he thinks of my or what they think of my stream. Like they tell me that I want to know what the orphan who just discovered salt. I want to interview them. Like, what do you think of this?
Can we get an orphan? Can we get a 5th century orphan in chat right now? We
Please,
need to find
yeah.
one.
Because my description does not matter. It really doesn't.
That's interesting. I haven't heard this take before, but I very much agree with it. I very much understand it.
Oh, good.
Because the reason I asked the like 5th century orphan describe your model to this is mostly as a like, how would you describe what you do to someone who doesn't know what the fuck's going on versus like to someone who gets it.
How would you describe it to your mom?
Yeah.
Versus how would you describe it to your oomphy?
Yeah, but like if your mom didn't know what a computer was.
Oh, they don't. She doesn't.
Oh shit.
So it's fun. No, I'm kidding. Yeah. Huh? I'm using the art degree that you helped pay for to goof off and play games that I never beat, and crack wise. That's it.
Can we get a shout out to art school? I don't even know any art school.
Art school.
Oh my god, there's a game called Art School.
Oh yeah. Julian Glander, a brilliant designer, one of my favorite. And they just made a whole feature in Blender too. Speaking of making your own movie in Blender, shout out Julian Glander. They made Boys Go to Jupiter. I haven't seen it, and I want to. It's not available yet. They said it's going to be available for streaming sometime this year, later in 2025. But it's doing the festival circuit, and it's doing great. Julian Glander is a pretty big Blender head. IRC made some cute shorts for Adult Swim. That's it.
Hold on. I like this name is so familiar to me, and I'm going insane trying to like remember. Like I know exactly. Hold on. I need to see. Okay, I see him. I see him. Okay. I remember everything now. Everything has come back to me. Yeah, he's fucking awesome.
Totally.
I remember art school, and then I'm like, okay, hold on. This individual did like 50 billion other things. I just cannot remember the name of any of them.
Isn't that amazing when you see someone who's like, oh, you made a feature? Cool. But I mean, surely you didn't do anything else. Oh wait, you made an effing video game? Oh, cool. Oh wait, you've been doing animation for 15 years? Oh, cool. Like, I made a VTuber last year. I debuted a new wig.
Okay, but that's like still a lot though, because most people don't debut anything. Most people debut a job at the fucking like reception desk.
Well, shout out to that. Like, good for them.
And they don't even serve like Nasty Bob. Like not to be like oh you have to debut something right now, but I'm more so as like a lot of people don't even debut anything. It's like cool, but it's also like some people are just like really fucking cool. And it's like you made what? Yeah,
you're right. You gotta look on the bright side. I wish I had I wish I could swap to a Nasty Bob right now. That'd be fun. Why didn't you draw a Bob?
I'm always thinking of like Nasty Bob. I'm serving Bob and pouring this nasty dressing. Hold on, let me get this picture. Hold on. Sorry.
Oh no.
This picture is so funny to me for no reason, and I like need to put it on the fucking screen.
Oh no.
It's so tiny, what?
Let me pour this nasty dressing and serve. Wow, you just had that chambered?
I will do many things for some fucking.
I love it
for someone serving Bob.
Yeah, put him in the corner next to me. Put him in the in my items.
Oh, hold on, hold on. I can show you an item. I can give you an item right now.
Oh, cool.
Do you want an item?
Yeah, I need an item. This is part of the game where progress is gated.
Here you go. You get a red jewel.
Oh, hey, that's a gem. That's how Nilbog is summoned. A red jewel.
Holy shit! Big red jewel.
A big red jewel. Yeah, the shape is close enough. I'll take it. Can I? There it is. It's got the sound effect. Look at that.
Now you got your big red drill. Do you bend over and peck out
And
an object?
yeah, no, I want to use red jewel on the CBD shop in the upper right corner.
Oh my god, you got an exit sign.
Oh, good. I will. Can I eat the exit sign?
Yes. You now have 5 diseases and lupus.
Oh, oh no! I gotta go into the hospital overlay. You gotta.
Oh shit!
You gotta,
Wait, actually, I can put you in the hospital overlay. Hold on.
Oh yes, yes.
Hold
This is.
on.
Oh, is this gonna be spoiler alerts?
Oh no, I've shown them before. Hold up,
okay.
hold on, wait.
Live.
New tech dropping right now.
New medical drama. I love this. This is what VTubing's all about.
VTubing in the modern era. Wait, I get to like put people in like situations when I interview them. Wait,
Yeah.
hold up. I'm learning.
Wait.
If I can find
new strat unlocked. It's never
Tiny.
lupus.
Get out of there. Stop being tiny.
Cool.
Is this the normal one? Okay.
Beautiful.
Hold on. You're like cutting off a little here. New shit, everybody. Oh my god. We're in the background. Wait, we're in the background. Oh, you're... Hold on. We had to put you in the exam room. Exam room. There we go. Exam room. What's wrong with you? Two. Have you considered opening your eyes? I can do Vicodin. Oh shit, no fucking, oh shit, no audio from you. No! Hold on. I'm falling apart. I'm crumbling. Hold on, from the top. Hello, what's wrong with you?
Testing. Can you hear me? Am I being heard?
You are being heard. I don't know why your mouth keeps moving. You have no talk cycle right now.
That's okay. I'll just talk through my eye blinks. They'll do the speaking for me. I'm feeling just a general malaise.
Well, do you think you're gonna die?
Eventually.
Well,
do I need to go back into the waiting room? Please.
You have written on your chart testicular pain. What's up with that?
Oh, that was before, and now I got these sore shoulders, and I don't know what's up.
Are they on both arms?
It's just on my screen left arm.
Okay, hold on.
I don't know why I said screen left, but that's what I'm. Yeah.
Hold on. Let's take you into the exam room and see what's up. And then we
gotta get out of this room. There's too many rooms.
And then
how many rooms are in this hospital?
And then we do a little thing, and then we go to the doctor. Fuck, fuck. Hold on. You're like not correct. Wait, why are you currently examining? Get back out there. Hold on. Oh shit, the audio still goes through. Ah! Oh my god.
Did we break it?
Oh my god. What? Oh my god, the doctor. What's wrong with you? Oh my god, you have a clot in your right arm.
Cool.
And you have a foreign object. And you have a foreign object in your left arm.
Can we show that?
Oh, hold on. I need to fucking type it in.
Oh, is it my exit sign?
And you have some shit in your left arm. What's
Yeah, I
going
got
on there?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Oh, and you have a bleed. We just figured it out. We just figured something out. You have a bleed.
Just a general bleed.
You have a bleed in your the torso. Is your torso bleeding? You're having torso bleed.
What is that icon in the upper left? Is it like baby booties? I can't. I'm having trouble reading what that is.
I am as well. I have
a gift. I have a gift in my arm. I
yeah,
have
that's your
bleed in
foreign
my.
object.
Oh, I love it.
You're under attack by pathogens. All right.
Cool.
All right.
Well, what's the diagnosis? Am I gonna make it?
Well, it looked well. The doctor, the diagnosis. Oh my goodness gracious! That you're going to have 5 billion diseases. Here's Vicodin.
I'll
Hold on.
never financially recover from this.
Hold on, let me get the Vicodin out real quick.
Oh yeah, give me a drip.
All right, there we go.
Oh, cool. My inhaler. Oh, is that shaving cream and some? It looks like a McDonald's coffee or a 7-Eleven coffee and a McMuffin. I love it.
No,
I'll take that.
That's some Jollibee spaghetti.
Jollibee spaghetti. Delicious.
With
is that a
drink.
hollow? Is it a hollow?
No, that's just a Coke.
Oh, okay.
I imagine you go to the doctor and they give you a hollow. It's like
this will cure you. Yeah, this will seal the bleeding.
you have a terminal illness. However, I got you a hollow, so hopefully this will make you feel better.
Oh yeah. It'll make anything feel better for about 5 minutes. Then the crash.
Oh, patient coming behind you. Patient, go away.
Oh, cool.
Patient, go away. Patient, why are you here? Wait, what the fuck? Why are you here? Get out of here.
I like all the this UI is amazing.
Thank you.
Forrest. It's really great. I like the Band-Aid in the corner and the pills and
I love drawing UI. I have other expressions on me, but I haven't put them in yet because I don't want to plug in my Stream Deck.
how fun.
I have to push buttons to change the expression. Shit. Hi, Brighter Malphon. Thank you for the raid, White Raid. Hello. What were y'all
Welcome,
up
Raiders.
to?
What were you playing? We're playing Doctor.
We're currently dealing with testicular pain.
Yes, and the only thing that you're giving me is hollow and some spaghetti.
Well, yeah, that's the if you have I can't give you balls test, but I can't give you balls test, but I can give you spaghetti. Unfortunately, we don't have the ball theme here. I haven't drawn the ball. I haven't drawn balls test yet, but we'll get to that eventually.
Is that in Grey's Anatomy, the balls test?
Oh, there's a lot of shit in Grey's Anatomy that's fucking crazy.
There's a lot of balls. There's a lot of balls. Did you see the Nielsen awards for top TV of 2024, top streaming programs?
I have not.
Number one, we'll let chat get. Number one streaming program across Hulu, Netflix, Disney, Max, Paramount Plus, all of them was Bluey.
It was Bluey. Yes.
Number two, Grey's Anatomy.
Yes. That shit is so funny.
Grey's Anatomy. 3 was Family Guy, then Bob's Burgers. What was number? Oh yeah, then all the old people shows. NCIS, Young Sheldon, Big Bang Theory still is in there. Criminal Minds, Law and Order, SpongeBob was number 10. That kind of blew my mind. But shout out to Grey's Anatomy.
Shout out Grey's Anatomy. That shit is so good for a couple of seasons and then they drop the fuck off.
Number of minutes viewed in the billions, 47 billion minutes of Grey's Anatomy. How much of that was Salad Forest? It's
all me. I love Grey's Anatomy. I love it when there's a plane crash in my hospital TV show.
Can we get a bazinga?
I love it when my hospital TV show soap opera just like kills off half the characters, just like randomly. It's like, okay.
Finally.
Oh my god, I
That's
can talk
so
about.
funny.
Okay, this medical drama shit is like such a big thing. It's such a big fucking thing that just came out of fucking like I played the Grey's Anatomy game on stream and I was like, I need to make my own shit now. And I had like, and like
Oh,
the other thing I had was this Boku no Natsuyasumi thing here with like bug fighting. I don't know if people
oh,
can hear
cool.
you with like bug fighting and like I'm gonna make the bugs fight. I'm gonna make violence. I'm gonna make violence beget violence right now, and it's going.
Do it.
And if Glep is here, Glep is gonna be mad at me. And if Glep isn't
Uh-oh.
here, then we're fine. Where are the
Oh, no
bugs?
bug is heard. Great.
Where are the bugs?
Make them fight. What? Whoa! Look at that. Does chat like roll numbers, or is it not auto? You just have it like a random number generator thing, or what's going on?
It's a random number generator, but the chat can train the
Cheer?
bug.
Oh, can they give them like? Can the chat give them some hollow and or some spaghetti and? Can these games crash into each other and like? You gotta take the dead bug and revive them in the hospital.
Oh my god, I didn't think about that, but that's a fucking great idea. I'm gonna do that
I mean,
now.
why not? You got to reuse assets, buddy.
You're
Like,
right. I haven't been doing that.
you can't. Yeah,
Dude, if you
It's
wanted
the
to-
hospital's around the corner.
If you want to see my like biggest failure of not reusing assets, is I made a whole ass visual novel and I haven't fucking done anything with it.
Oh, good.
Like I have
Well,
like so many backgrounds here. You have no
So
idea.
it sounds like you got a lot of patients you can just bring into the hospital.
Like I have so much done here.
Wow.
So much shit here that I only used
Yeah.
one time and I haven't used it.
Well, you should take inventory. You should take like make a Google Doc spreadsheet of like we have a subway, we have 3 hospital rooms, so you're not designing the same thing twice again, or
True.
exteriors, interiors, night scenes, just a little organization. It won't take you long.
Oh, you want to play baseball entirely on Twitch? Yeah, okay, let's do that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, now
Oh
you're
my
here.
God.
Oh,
Calling balls and strikes.
Oh, play baseball? Play baseball entirely on Twitch? Yeah, okay.
Wow.
All right,
I
guys.
love this.
You know the deal. You know the deal.
How do I do it?
Vote in the poll. I think I
Vote
have
in
the
the
button
poll.
disabled. Fuck.
I just see my pinned.
Hold on. Can we start? Can we start?
Where to swing? Here we go. Let's swing and right.
Remember, remember a little tip for a little insider information. The picture has a tell that if you had to fucking squint to see because the colors aren't great.
Oh my God. Really? Oh, I whiffed it.
All right, guys, you
Or-
gotta hit
this
the
is
ball.
you.
This is me.
This
I
is
can't
canonically Salad Forest.
All right, next one. Let's go. Can we? I just wanted y'all to score 1.
Can we get one?
A fun little animation fact here. I forgot that the tail had a move when I was swinging, and I could not be asked to draw that, so I just have it fall off.
Fall off? It looks like it's moving. Looks like. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Got it. That's fun.
Okay, no one's hit the ball yet. Are we gonna hit? Or are we gonna get out?
Let's try one more time. This time for realsies. I know we'll do it. Yes. We're swinging right. Nope, we're not. We're gonna swing all of them simultaneously.
We hit. Hit.
Dinger! We're on first base. I can see this as being very addicting.
I was like drawing more animations for this, but I like had to stop because it took so fucking long.
Are you a big baseball fan?
No.
Oh,
I have like baseball problems, but I think it's like this was like this the baseball thing was a little proof of concept to see like, oh, I can probably make baseball on Twitch as like a redeem. That sounds fun. And then I did this, and yeah, Archibald really wanted me to make this. Oh,
you made it entirely for Archibald for no reason. Wow.
like actually kind of though.
That's beautiful.
Can we hit? Can we please hit? Can we please hit? I'm gonna cry if we can't hit. Please let me hit. That's not wait, hold on, that means something else. That means something worse. Oh no. Oh no.
This time for real.
This time for real. For real, guys. We're gonna make it.
This time it's personal.
All right,
Bingo.
we're
Okay.
rage quitting. Get out of here.
We're rage quitting.
We're the
We're gonna go
interview
back to
at.
Boku no Nuts. We're gonna go back to the hospital.
Yeah, back to the hospital.
Where things matter.
Well,
Hey, the music kind of ended at the perfect time. That's great. That's really fun.
we call this unforced error.
Yeah.
We raged so hard, we back to the hospital. We got a fucking heart attack. The umpire got
good.
hit. Although you're correct with like the reusing. Oh my god, I didn't fucking think about this till like just now. I could just like invite people I've already interviewed back on to be like guests on the medical drama.
So that's a good. That's the where my mind went. Is you've now had like 10 interviews or close to it, right? And you can. What if you invited them all and that's a show? It's just live improv theater, and everyone just waits until their character's on, and they just riff, and they do what the chat says. Like, oh, I got it. Looks like I'm eating the jar of cotton balls. Okay, and then we're seeing what happens after that. That'd be fun.
How did I not think about that till just now, bro? What?
We got there. We got there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter when you thought about it. You thought about it now.
True. The only thing, honestly, the only thing left with this is I have a couple animations for going to different rooms, like or like certain events. Like we have an EKG.
Oh yeah,
We have the EKG flatlining.
I love it.
We have injecting
I saw you
medicine.
working on this. Yeah, I saw you working on that one.
And the one I didn't work on stream was like a little pager animation.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's when you like. Oh, this scene's getting boring. Oh, we're needed in radiology unit 12. Sorry, F off.
Someone's dying. I need to get rid of. I actually need to get rid of the text on that frame because I want to just have it set to OBS, like an OBS scene, so I can just like put whatever the fuck.
Yes, we're needed in Fortnite or whatever you want to play. Yeah.
Do I have anything else here? The other thing I have is like my talking thing is if I want to give perspective character to someone else, I just like put them in there.
If you want to give perspective to someone else,
yeah, the perspective character. So it's like, oh, it'll just like copy your text and you'll be the one talking.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah, I'd be in the lower left. Got it.
I'm not the one injecting the needles, Lala.
I see.
I'm the one looking at the needles.
Yeah, that's important. I guess there's a whole iconography to these type of story PC-98 text graphic adventure games.
We gotta be freaky.
Yeah.
Oh,
this is so fun. This is so weird. I love it.
I also have like for the Boku no Theophany thing. This is a secret I'm debuting now. I don't think anyone's gonna be able to hear this for a hot second, but it's like a UI for when I was presenting the information in the game. So the way it would work, the way it is there's gonna be like it's gonna be like a video I play in between gameplay, just like of this long ass script I have of like someone reading it and then me reading it, and then like I go back to like the scene with this. I can put you in here, but we're not gonna be here that much longer. Oh wait, another thing with this one that I haven't shown off. Hold on, I need to keep showing shit off. I
love it.
Sticker book.
You have a captive audience. You can show off anything.
Sticker book that I haven't updated the stickers on.
Oh, cute. What? Oh, I like that. Oh yeah, so that's very Boku no Yatsume, right?
Yeah.
You collect stickers for every like major events.
Yeah.
I'm playing that creator has made a new game on Switch where you're exploring the mine town that I really want to get.
Oh my god. The other game that I have like such infinite adoration for that I don't know how to make a stream bit is have you ever the game Moon?
Yeah.
I've
heard of it. The PlayStation like translated weird RPG.
I so badly want to make my stream look like that one day.
Didn't Tim Rogers work on the translation of Moon?
Yes, I love Tim Rogers. Shout out.
Action button.
Yeah, the just action button or the action button review. Okay, yeah.
There it is. Yeah,
Awesome person, awesome writer. Also
yeah.
here's the.
I love how his reviews are great, buddy. I've already thought of that, and like how he has like perfect recall. Like he remembers everything about his life, and so that's why his reviews are like 7 hours long, because he goes on these side tangents about. This reminded me of a girlfriend who hated me, you know.
That's like with like with like the videos I've written before, the fake video essays, like a big thing for me is just kind of like diving into stories and like talking about like writing fiction, but like, oh, there's so many stories here, let's talk about that. Because for me it's just like a thing that Tim Rogers always does that appeals to me is talking about like personal experiences and like life things. Also, I'm gonna show off this UI for like 2 seconds. All right, what was that?
I loved it.
Back to here. Oh wait, you can see that says Robert. No. Oh, where am I?
Cool.
Wait,
are we being rated again?
Wait, no, we're not being rated. I just clicked the wrong button. But yeah, for me, like a big thing, especially with the interviews, like I like with the ad break, everybody. If you don't want ad, give me $1 million. Especially with the interviews, is I don't really care about like advertising or that type of thing. It's like I want to like obviously I want to show off like all the people I bring on here because I think everyone is cool and I want people to show off the things that they're doing. But also like I think of interesting angle for like interviewing is just like I want to know. I just want to yap with you and like tell some stories and know some stories.
Of course, yeah. No, I love it. This is thanks for having me on. It's been so fun so far.
But since you're on, while you're on, let's continue. Let's do the interview. Let's do the interview instead of talking about me.
No, okay. We can do both.
So, what are your big streaming and art inspirations?
Oh, okay. Well, we've touched on them a little bit. Art inspirations, like yeah, I guess you could say Worthy Kids, like the way he works in 3D, but his stuff looks so tangible. I wanted Nilbog to look tangible. I wanted Nilbog to look like you can touch him, like the fur, the metal, the leather on his belt, everything. I wanted it to look very specific. So that's why I wanted to use like Unreal Engine to just go hog on like lighting and like, but and like material and surface. But I wanted his design to conjure all kinds of things, of cartoons, of things that I love, Muppets. I wanted his movement to be like Mystery Science Theater. So I guess inspiration would be like, oh man, Muppets were a huge inspiration on me. Mystery Science Theater. Monty Python was big. Like when I discovered like I didn't know I found Monty Python when I was like maybe like 13 or 14, which is like the perfect time to find this weird ass sketch comedy show that had animation in it too. I'm like, I didn't know you could do that. I didn't know sketches could like, they kind of like tied together at the end of the episode. That was really cool. So yeah, those are some of my. Was that the question? What was some inspirations?
Oh yeah, okay. Do you have any streamer specific inspirations?
Streamer specific. Yeah, let's see. Well, this is Gob for sure. Like I actually made Nilbog to be kind of like his Andy Richter. I wanted to be like a like, oh, you made a goblin? That's so fun. I'll make a goblin too. But I think I should make a goblin that's like the opposite. Like, how can I make my visual be not your visual? And so that's what, like, okay, yours is 2D. I'm going to do 3D. I'm going to do 3D. How can I, what, oh, you're a green goblin. What if I made like really dark metal goblin or something, you know. So that's where that all came from. So yeah, this is Gob for sure. I get inspired. Oh, Dead Sun Prime is another Unreal VTuber. Oh man, I get so inspired when I go to their channel. Talk about like a cool environment. They have a whole spaceship. They have a castle. They have a cottage, and they could jump to these different environments like with just by hitting a Stream Deck button. Or they have a whole setup that's incredible. Check out Dead Sun Prime. They're a purple octopus VTuber. Fruitsy Collins is another one, another Unreal VTuber that does. I've never seen interaction with their chat as much as that as what happens there. They have a whole when you enter their chat, you can create a virtual pet like a Chow garden, and you can see your Chow kind of sitting there, and a lot of streamers have like those little 8-bit looking ones in the lower thirds, but they have like a full 3D model that then at commercial breaks they can play races with these little slime characters. I've never seen anything like it. It's very, very unique, very fun, and that's what is showing me like just the possibilities of VTubing that are exciting to me. So yeah, I guess some big inspirations right now are some Unreal VTubers, like just because that's kind of the world, that's kind of the playground that I'm playing in. At least visually and with engine wise. Yeah.
Okay. VTubing, the VTubing world is vast. It's so wide. There's so many people.
There's a lot. Yeah. I'm trying to think. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. You continue.
Oh, I was just looking at my list. Have you ever seen Code Miko?
Oh, I believe
they're
they're
like a huge VTuber. They're Unreal. It's I've never seen anything like them either. They're
this person.
It's insane. So they have a whole Mikoverse. Like you could walk around as a character in Unreal and interact with them in their stream. Like it's just there's a lot of ideas kind of percolating when I see things like that. Anyway, that's it. That's a good one.
VTubing crazy. I like always forget Code Miko for whatever reason, and then I like look and I'm like, oh wait, no, you're like so fucking cool. I don't know when you go live.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
It's like, I want to watch you more, but I don't know when you go. But that's just the perpetual struggle of online.
I'm a big VOD watcher. Like when I'm working on my computer, I'll throw on, you got a nice 3-hour stream from last week. I know what I'm watching. That's great.
I need to become like a VOD fiend. I'm like so it's just like whenever no one's streaming, I just like go and listen to whatever album I'm thinking about, or like I click on album button, I listen to this now.
Oh yeah, you're a big music head, it seems like. So that tracks. That's great.
I have so many things to talk about music forever.
A music head.
I love songs and albums. I love music. I love everything.
Yeah.
So continuing the interview, how do you feel your inspiration and goals with streaming have changed since you started?
Changed. I don't know if they have. Maybe because I've only started like maybe 6 months ago. I started in September, October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, almost 6 months. I just want to have fun. That's my. If your goal is to have fun, and I'm having fun, then goal achieved. And so that's the goal. That will continue to be the goal. And I will stop being Nilbog when it's not fun. That's it. I'm not trying. I don't have any other grander aspirations than that. I'm keeping expectations low. And that's been healthy because I what I have seen other streamers just because I'm in other chats and watching people. As addicting as this is, there's an addiction, and you could be addicted to in a healthy way, healthy addictions, so things that are creative and give you joy. But the chase of numbers, of like number must go up of people watching, number must go up of your value or your revenue, that can get unhealthy. And I'm trying to but I'm trying to like curb that, like just by like I don't have an expectation of that, and it's been working for me. So that's it. I think that's where I'm not. That's how I choose to run my stream and be a VTuber. I know it's different for everybody. So yeah. Current goals: fuck shit, have a good time. That's it. Will Wicker top.
I think a big thing with like a lot of social media stuff is when I made YouTube videos, I like, okay, low-key, a reason I like slow down on making YouTube videos is because every time you upload a video and you want to like go to your video manager and like see like a specific thing like comments or something, you get like a big fucking thing that says your last video performed blank out of 10, and I'm like, why are you telling me this? It's giving me a complex.
Yeah. Oh, it's 10 out of 10. It's a 10th one. Great. Thanks.
Like, it's like, fucking up.
Isn't it? It is interesting. That's one thing I've noticed. Like, being on Twitch is one environment, and then posting the exact same thing, VODs, and maybe I'll cut together. I try and cut together a 1 minute short, like a recap of every stream. That's been a fun editing exercise. I posted to Blue Sky, and then I posted it on YouTube. But yes, Twitch audience finds you kind of like in a neighborhood. Like someone even said it's like OnlyFans. Like you're there because you want to follow that person. Versus YouTube, TikTok, or fill in the blank, that algorithm just is like throwing you out, raw dogging it. Like to any rando can come in and say like, this is stupid. And you get a lot more "this is stupid" comments on a place like YouTube, and I've never had someone on Twitch to say like, "This is stupid." Like, maybe it's because it's live and they have to say it to your face, but I just see like the audience is different here, and I love it, and it's more my style. I'm much more. I know some VTubers are like, "Oh wow!" It actually was interesting to find out like some VTubers start on YouTube, or like they favor that. And I'm like, I'm just kind of amazed because it's a different crowd, and you kind of gotta like adjust. Like, I think you gotta adjust you a little bit to like play to that crowd. I don't know. Maybe what's your experience been?
My experience on YouTube has been like hold on, let me think, because I upload shorts on TikTok and YouTube. I haven't uploaded shorts on either platform in a while. I probably should do that because I keep forgetting that. I like need to do that. I want money. No, I want to. Yeah. No, it's just good practice to have because it's like good to edit small videos because I like editing small videos. But also, like for me, I use YouTube and Twitch for different reasons because I don't really care about YouTube streaming at all because it doesn't have the integration that it doesn't have the integration that Twitch has with the interactivity and all that type of thing, so it doesn't interest me at all. So for YouTube is I either write the scripted video that tells a story I want to tell. Yeah, channel points and bits. And the other part of it is I just like making like a long form edited thing there, or just posting like whatever the fuck on YouTube Shorts. The audience I've had for YouTube like whole hog YouTube videos has been people being like, wow, this is really cool, this is awesome, you should do this more often, versus YouTube Shorts someone being like, this is stupid, gay, get out of here, and people just being haters. And then it's
definitely go ahead.
Oh, and then on TikTok it's people just being like, your model's cute, and when I post my art on TikTok, people are like, oh wow, how the fuck do you do this? And then on Xiao Hong Chu, people are just nice.
TikTok does reward how-to videos a lot.
True.
Like I posted like how-to on Blender, like NilbogLIve made a Blender thing, and it was interesting to see like I get like 5 people watch all my other videos, but that one got like in the thousands because it was just like oh, this is how I rig character really fast or something. And that's interesting. And yeah, I think YouTube just has an algorithm that sends my stuff to like 13-year-old boys who just discovered the internet and are finding their machismo, and they just want to like say like your Elden Ring video sucks. Like okay, dude, cool.
Yeah, that's the big everybody, the audio issue that the OBS sometimes just like shits itself and it makes all sources that are my voice sound like shit for like a couple seconds.
Oh.
Apologies.
Sorry, I sounded like shit.
But you're right, like the YouTube algorithm kind of is like trying its hardest to make you racist.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
YouTube Short specifically really wants to make you racist.
yeah.
Like, don't know why. Well, I do know why. It's like outrage bait stuff. And I feel like TikTok doesn't have that much of an incentive to make you extremely racist.
Well, TikTok has another issue. Like, so I just thought of another streamer who is another inspiration, and it's Queen Pib, and they're a drag streamer. They're in drag all the time, and they play retro games. They play games from the 80s, 90s, 2000s, and the other night. And on the second hour, they call it they do a TikTok hour. So the second hour they'll simulcast to TikTok, and that they say that's how they dig up they find new audience, because TikTok kind of is like trolling for not trolling, but you're kind of casting out a net for new people to find you who haven't seen you yet. And so they were playing Deadly Premonition, just a stupid Twin Peaks kind of ripoff game.
Love her.
It's a silly
love Twin Peaks so much. I mean, not Twin Peaks. Love fucking Deadly Premonition so much.
Yes, it's a fun time. They were just on TikTok reading dialogue. They were reading dialogue that a character says, and the dialogue said something to the effect of, "I don't know. You can't trust the cops. The cops are going to do some shady stuff in this town. You can't trust the cops." And oops. She got a note immediately within 60 seconds saying her stream was banned for 24 hours from TikTok because of what she just said about police. She was just reading dialogue.
I love moderation.
And so that gives me pause. Like I do have a TikTok, but I am no longer posting to it. And I think I'm just going to close it up. Like, I think TikTok also knows like I'm an elder millennial. And it's really not going to ever be favorable to me. But after seeing, not to get political, but how can we not say like that message that was on your TikTok when you logged in saying thanks effing Trump for saving us? Like, I don't know if I want to be party to this.
What
like,
an insane political stunt.
But.
Also, don't worry about getting political. I used to like read quotations from Mao every time someone donated. You're good.
Oh, cool! I love it. Anyway, so that was just an insane kind of TikTok thing that I just saw happen this week. Like it was weird. And I think it's just going to get weirder. So, anyway.
Oh yeah.
Basically, all social media is weird. Not one's no greater than the other. Like they're all milkshake ducks.
That is wrong. Go on Xiaohongshu. It is the best social media. Give them your information. It is actually a good website. Go on Xiaohongshu right the fuck now.
I trust that government with my information a lot more than our government.
I love China. So. I love the People's Republic of China. Take me to China. Okay. Anyway,
yeah, we're banned from TikTok for 24 hours now.
No, they would love me. They would love me. We are all going on Xiaohongshu. We're gonna become Xiaohongshu streamers like as soon as this shit. Get on fucking Billy. Sorry. Can we shout out China? Of course we can shout out China. I can't shout out China. Twitch doesn't let me do it. Oh my god, I'm also on Weibo. I made my Weibo account when I was like 15 though. Before we start talking before we start talking about China for like ever,
Yeah, we can go on. No, I get it.
I like know way too much about fucking everything. So have there been any streamers or artists that have changed the way you approach streaming or arting?
I think Shindig's just opened my eyes to like what's possible, yeah, in terms of like involving the chat, getting the chat to setting up a premise. It's so funny when they set up a premise and then chat's like, nope, we're doing it this way. And then Shindigs gets mad, and that's never not funny. Like it's every stream is basically Shindigs getting locked out of the car and chat laughing at them and not unlocking the door. That's every stream. And I think there's that's like a universal, it's a universal thing. Everyone, it's always funny. So I think learning from that, I think that stream, that's a trailblazing streamer right there.
It's like it plays into the fundamental human need to like what's the word, peg the jester, and just like get silly with it and be like, I'm evil.
Yeah, peg the jester.
Hold on, is that
That's
hold
funny.
on. I don't think that hold on. Is that the word? Is that the word?
Not,
Wait, what does that mean?
well, it means what you think it means.
Hold on.
We're pegging the jester.
Wait, hold on.
Who can Google it first?
Oh, penetration. Okay. Is that the only meaning? I thought it also meant like I'm
AI says there's not much information on Peg the Jester right
Hold
now.
on. Is that what is the word? Wait, is it pinning? Wait. It's like fucking with a guy. That's what I'm trying to say.
I get it. I understand the intent. That's so funny.
Hold on.
I like Peg the.
No, I know
Peg
what
the
pegging
Jester,
is.
though.
I know pegging. I just thought pegging was
Don't-
like an omni word. I thought it was like a word that meant more things, like servicing.
That's so funny.
Anyway,
Yeah, moving on.
any other streamers?
Any other streamers? Oh, we're talking about streamers that inspired me.
Yeah. That like change your world.
Oh yeah, I was forever changed after I saw the streamer Cup is a Cat. Has everyone seen Cup is a Cat? They are a puppet streamer, a real puppet, a puppet cat.
Yeah.
And they play retro games. And when I saw it, it broke my brain because at first glance, I entered this stream. It was, on my like For You page on Twitch. And I thought, oh, that's cute. They're operating a little puppet with a little Sega controller, and they're playing a video of them playing Outrun. And then I noticed they're not playing a video. They're physically playing Outrun and interacting with chat live. And I thought, like, oh my God, like they're pausing it and they're talking. So like if it was a video that would be very hard to synchronize, like he paused the video, answered a question and unpaused it and went back. And I'm like, oh my God, what? And I did the stupidest thing, which is in chat, I asked like, how are you doing this? What's the magic trick? And they very politely explained like, look, some people want the magic to not be spoiled. So how about you don't ask that jackassy question? They didn't say that in that way, but they were very polite. And ever since then, I actually don't want to know. I don't want to know how the trick is done. I think there is something. I want it to remain magical. I have a guesstimate of how they're doing it, but I don't ever want to ask them, even though they said like, oh, you can DM me and ask. I don't want to do that. I want it to remain magical. That's to me so damn cool. Cup is a cat. They are a real cat.
I don't know why when I saw this, I was my instant thought was like, you're gaming with your feet?
Could be.
And I
Could
and
be.
I was just like, wait, hold on. Can you do that? And then I'm just like thinking about like how the fuck would you play? How would you use the controller like that? But we're not gonna think about that because
We're not going to think about
we're
it.
not gonna think about feet
We'll
anymore,
spoil
especially
it.
because the I'm not a foot streamer is a foot.
Oh, that's so
Anyway.
funny. Oh yeah, there is this claymation style streamer recently who used OBS filters. I know who you're talking about. That's oh, I've forgotten their name. They're so good.
Oh, Alpine Showtime.
Alpine Showtime. Yes. Sorry, I had a brain fart. And they're a great rigger. They do a lot of they do amazing models, and yeah, the claymation style looks great.
I've like got so many ideas for like things I want to do by the clips that Alpine Showtime has like I don't follow on Twitch. The fuck that
They
I'm like learning people I don't follow that I thought I did follow.
Well, so what I love about their stream too is they're messing around with cuts and like there's a wide shot that establishes. Then there's 3 different insert like medium and close-ups. And that's you can do once you set that up and once you set it up in a way that doesn't look like every other VTuber where it's just like your stock 3/4 front and then like 3 punched versions of that zoomed in, it looks different than that. It looks more like a production. That starts to break people's minds and like they're like, is this real? How is what? Like and that's the sandbox I want to play in. Like I like VTubers who are hurting people's brains and they're like, how what I'm getting angry. You're how this is possible? I didn't know. I love those are the responses I want. And that's what I see when I look at the people I mentioned.
It really does feel like there's a bunch of shit that just like popped up like very recently of people doing like some crazy shit with streaming and OBS and like how they're setting shit up. Like with you as well, because it's like, oh, I don't know, you can make something move like this. It's like smoothly and consistently on Twitch.television. It's like Twitch.tuvalu.
Yeah, no, I didn't know it was possible either until I tried, and yeah, it's I hope I inspire more people to do even weirder stuff. Like that's why I love like I think VTubers too are like always in flux. Like I love when people say like, oh, it's my version 2.0 is coming out, and I love that because like it just means like they had a new idea, they had a better idea, and maybe they got a little money to pay an artist to upgrade their model, or maybe they had some time to upgrade their model. I think VTubing is you're never done. It's just due, or like it's done for now, but you can always we're all in a state of flux.
You just keep going and going, and you keep
adding to it. Yeah. We're the Tower of Babel. That's it. We're just building and building.
Everyone wants their own rock to push up a hill.
Yes. We're all Sisyphus.
We love rock. But speaking of loving rock, is there anything you wish you had known or experienced earlier that you think would have had a huge impact on you upon the VTubing?
Anything I wish I had known that I didn't know? What don't I know? Or what do I know now that I didn't know then? Nothing's coming to mind. I'll think about. How about you? Is there anything that you wish you'd know from day one that you know now?
Yeah, I have a lot, honestly.
Okay, yeah. Maybe that'll spark some.
Cause like low key, when I like look at the Hertu stream, I like look at myself and I'm like, oh my god, chill, stop being so stiff. And I was like really stiff on stream because for some reason I felt like I had to like restrain myself for like way longer than I did. And then like Kinski specifically like kind of helped me figure out it's like, hey, when I talk to you and then when you talk on stream you like talk different. And I'm like, you're right, I don't know how to stop that because it wasn't like I was intentionally doing it. And I guess that
what did they mean you talked? How do you talk differently?
It's not. I don't do that now. It's like on stream I was just like a lot more stiff and I was like, wow, that's awesome.
Oh, okay.
Wow. And I like didn't have I didn't have the energy that I like
think it's
do
nerves.
usually.
Yeah, that's comfort you became comfortable. This is like any skill. The more you do it, the better you get at it, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think?
Like that's one thing. It was just like be more comfortable with it, like because I have anxiety problems, not to go crazy, but
Yeah.
I was like,
Shout out anxiety
yeah, like
problems.
Willow said, my lack of restraint is still fighting. Like I used to be like over restrained and I was like playing too safe, and now I'm like talking about raw dogging shit every other day, and
Fun.
like like because that's just how I be. It's just like just be yourself, like a little bee. Like imagine a bee, like there's a picture of a
Hey,
bee in your mind right now.
yeah,
There's a
like
bee that's buzzing in
the
your
genie
ears.
says, remember, be yourself.
Yeah.
That's a bit. Yeah.
And the other one was just like a look into like I guess probably just like look into like streaming automation, because I would have been doing the PC98 stuff because I was always doing the PC98 look. I just didn't know how to like fully engage with it until I watched Shindig doing all this shit. I'm like, oh,
Oh.
this is the you can do this. And I would have like
Hmm.
I probably would have been further along in the development, but that's like
I think there's yeah, it's like hindsight's 2020.
yeah.
Like it's not that healthy to look about like what I could have should have would have changed. I like to live, think about what are you going to do next? Like
Yeah.
that's the important stuff. Like yeah.
If you look
I can't wait to see what you make next.
If you look forward, you can see a future, and if you look back, you're going to see you're going to look at all of the poop you dropped in toilets.
That's it. Yeah. And that's content, I guess, but
Yeah.
yes, best time to start something is yesterday.
Second best time is when you're 38.
Why not? Love it.
Every time between then, free reign, go
Yeah.
go wild.
Yeah. Why not? That's great.
You're interviewing me now. That's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, what else did you when did you start? You said it was in 2021, and were you always now you're a pool toy?
Yeah.
Was that what you're a
Sad
pool
face.
toy?
Mile.
I
sad
love it.
face.
Yeah, because in Salad Force, do you want to give the explanation behind your name?
Yeah, someone was stalking me on the computer and I had to change my name, and I picked a song I did not like.
Oh, it's a song?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Okay, so don't play it now.
Oh, it's not a bad song. I just think it's kind of lame. Also,
Okay.
stalking is a bit of a strong word. It was someone I did like how to change my name because someone was being annoying. I was like, okay, I'm just changing my ad to whatever the fuck I'm listening to, which ended up being the song "Salad Forest" by All Natural Lemon and Lime Flavors. And I didn't know if Forest was one R was the real name, so I added an R. I do not like that song. It's not a bad song. I just don't really like it that much.
That's interesting. So branding wise, you're safe because it's got another R.
Yeah. And if someone says
You can-
the band has like been gone since like, I don't know, that's like a band since before I was fucking born, like 1990.
You never know when that band's lawyer might come and try and get all your pool toy merch.
They're gonna kill
And say-
me.
Who knows?
They're not, I don't think they're signed to a label, and I think hold on, are they alive still? They made shoegaze. They're probably chill with it. They're like indie shoegaze guys from Brooklyn in the 90s, New
They
Jersey.
made shoegaze?
Yeah.
Is that an album?
It's
Or is
like
that a style?
it's like some dream pop. It's like the wiggly rock music type situation.
It's an all style of alternative rock that originated in the United Kingdom in the late 1980s. It's known for its loud, distorted guitar sound and dreamlike quality. Oh,
It's called
shoegaze.
It's called
I didn't know.
It's called shoegaze because the musicians would look at their feet during shows because of all the pedals.
Lots of pedals, creating a sound of fuzz, dirt, and noise. Thanks, AI. Now, let me go to Reddit. What the hell is shoegaze? There we go.
Do not.
On r/grunge. Okay, I'll read this later. This has been Nilbog Google's what the young kids are listening to.
Oh,
That's clearly like music is like a blind spot in me. Like I don't follow a lot of. I kind of like what Spotify throws in like my recommended, and I listen to more podcasts. I think.
Well, that's good too. I like my blind spot is podcast. The only podcast I can remember ever listening to are Oh shit! Thank you for the 5 million gift subs. Oh my god,
Dang.
I need to make a different I need to make like a redeem for like the gift sub so it looks more fancy instead of just like
How do you say
ooh,
that? Mix
Monaco.
Monaco.
That's Oomphy. That's the Oomphy. That's the Oomphy who made my Princess Maker thing. Back when the
Whoa,
Princess
whoa,
Maker thing was
whoa.
there.
Monaco is taken, of course.
Me the 15th century lord.
But you spelled it in Leet speak. Oh, it's a lot cooler now.
Yeah. Everyone I think everyone has like a blind spot in like their in like and well everyone has a blind spot in like anything because you can't know everything.
You can't put all your points in everything. You gotta that's a boring character.
All my points are in like Twitch.tv and music and environmental science, and I'm like trying to respect my science points, so like art points.
Oh, that's fun. All mine are in stupid like animation and timing.
But none of that is stupid stuff. Everything means something. Everything's important.
Yeah.
Nothing is
Yeah.
more important than anything else unless you're being racist, and that's not important. Do not spec into racism. Do not spec into
we gotta
racism
respect.
at all.
Don't do that.
I have yeah. Like I don't know anything about podcasts. The only podcast I ever listened to was Night Vale, and then
Oh, welcome to Night Vale, yeah.
and then Alice Isn't Dead. That one was a banger, but I think that's like a radio drama. Which
Oh yeah, so is Night Vale. Night Vale's drama adjacent, right? Like
yeah.
it's like these stories, right?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Though Alice Isn't Dead is just like a 10-parter where it's just like following one story. Which
Oh, cool.
Which kind of did give me like idea for stream stuff because I really want to which gave me a lot of ideas because I kind of really want to make like radio drama like Twitch stream, but I don't know how the fuck I'm doing that. But I guess that's what the Princess Maker thing is. Yeah, I wouldn't call Alice not Princess
What's
Maker,
Princess
sorry,
Maker?
Grey's Anatomy.
Oh, okay.
Because it's like it's a drama. We do improv theater here. Everyone's a little bit of a theater kid, even though I was never a theater kid.
Night Vale is Twin Peaks for neoliberals. I like that. It's Twin Peaks for for the NPR crowd.
Step 1 script. Okay, well there we go. We get scripts. But we go to the next section of the interview. Are you ready?
Yeah, ready.
All right, everybody. Time for the viewer section of the viewer section of the viewer section. If you have a question, use the viewer question button.
Viewer questions.
Oh my god, is that a new scene that is not animated? I'm
Whoa.
so sorry, everybody. Why are they not showing? Wait, what the fuck? Am I freaky? No.
Am I being heard?
Nope. Am I freaky? What's happening?
Yeah, you're talking to a ghost.
Where are you? Where are you?
I've turned out the lights. I'm right here. Whoa!
There we are.
Cool. Oh man. Do you like my haunted bowling alley? Look how happy he is. He's like, "Hey, buddy, it's good to see you. Forrest, yeah, come on in. We're gonna have a beer, and we got all these lanes open. Which one you want?"
Oh my god, I remember the last time I went bowling. I was bad at it. Bowling is so fun. Have you ever seen that weird bowling they have in New England?
What's that?
It's like have you ever heard of candlepin bowling?
No.
So imagine like bowling pins, but they're all like tubes.
I'm looking it up.
Hold on, I'm gonna put this shit on stream because this is
wild. I see it. Yeah, they're like little. They look like pills.
Yeah, and you have like a tiny little ball. It's like freaky tiny ball world. Like
candlepin bowling. Candlepin.
Shout out candlepin bowling.
There we go.
But how this works is you listen to a viewer ask you a question, and if they suck, you can like go to their house. I will give you their address.
Oh, it has an auto docs feature.
Yeah,
that's fun.
So the first question.
Yeah.
Has your joy and success in the streaming arena influenced any more professional animators to join the GOB pipeline?
Oh, that's a good question for everybody else but me. I don't know if more people have joined the GOB pipeline. Or has my... Can I read it again?
It's right there.
Okay. Has your joint success in the streaming arena influenced any more professional animators? Oh, okay. I think like we're trying to reach out to more animators and get them streaming, and that is in progress. The funny thing is, it is kind of weird because like working as a professional animator, I feel like when I reveal like I'm also a VTuber, it's like telling your friends that you're a birthday clown on Saturdays. Like that's how I feel. Like, oh, and I do this other thing. So I do it kind of selectively, just a bit here and there. But I will say that every animator has the skills to do VTubing and to be a great VTuber because they have usually they have the artistic ability built in. As an animator, working in animation, not just animators, but like storyboard artists, you're doing a lot of pitching, and so you're improving a lot, and you're playing to an audience and telling a story, and all that is relevant. Gesundheit.
Sorry.
And I think if any animator is kind of in a rut, and you're listening to this, I urge you to give VTubing a shot. I think you'd love it. Nobody comes to mind, but I want there to be more because I think we all want to. Once you have a hobby, you want everyone to have the same hobby. Like it's like, yeah. Come be a weird birthday clown with me. We can carpool.
You need to get into crochet this instant.
Yes, yeah. But I'm happy right now. Just with our little goblin crew, but we're always ready to add more. So if you know anybody, let me know, or show them ViadoTube or whatever the easiest way to make a VTuber today is. That's it.
Draw your friend sexy anime women and make them bounce, and then be like, "This is you.
Yes.
This is you now. This
All
is
you
your
need is
life.
an A/B pose of bouncing things, and you're good.
This is your life now. You are a sexy woman now.
Mm-hmm.
You will make $20 every other month on Twitch. This is
Hell yeah.
Next question.
What was the tipping point that made you decide to start streaming?
Oh, what was a tipping point? I think it was seeing This Is Gob stream and seeing how fun it was and seeing how playful and experimental and like yeah, I got the bug. I'm like I got to do that. And so and the other key factor here is I had that person, This Is Gob, was literally at the desk next to me. We've been working together for most of our career. It's been so, I know that that's a very unique situation. Like we've kind of just jumped from job to job and show to show, almost like a sister act. Like, oh, you get one of them, you get both of them. But we kind of have been, at least for the last 8 years at this company. And so Gob would come in and explain like, oh, you gotta see what happened last night. This amazing, this stream was so crazy and fun, and I would watch it and I'd be like, oh my God, I gotta get in on this. Like it's not a question of how, it's just when. And so we started planning Nilbog. I drew a little sketch. I actually posted the Nilbog Post-it note that we talked about as soon as like after his first stream. It's on my Blue Sky somewhere in my media tab. A little Post-it note, and I sculpted him that night. And so yeah, that was the impetus. That was like the spark. And yeah, I owe a lot to that little green goblin. Shout out, This Is Gob.
I wonder if we get the shout out again, or if it's been too short.
Yeah, they really cripple our shout outs. Huh? Yeah, 20 minutes. Forget it. You're getting too trigger happy with the shout outs.
Thank you, women.
Shout out women. Oh,
Thank you, women.
That's so funny.
We love
The
shouting out
concept
women
of
here.
the concept of women is fine, but a goblin on Twitch, f off.
We love women here.
Yes, shout out women.
Next question. Next question.
Okay.
Well, I don't have anything else to add to that actually. Well.
What would you recommend someone should make getting into Blender?
Oh, should make getting into Blender. Oh, that's great. I think you should make exactly what I think fan art is a good thing. Something that you love. And something I would start small, something small and maybe not too detailed. Try and make a cartoony version of whatever thing you love. Be it a character or a weapon or maybe like environments. Try and like simplify it down and just find a YouTube whatever it is, type it in YouTube and or Google and you'll find some amazing helpful streamer or college kid made an hour-long step-by-step on YouTube of how to do it in Blender. Yeah.
Whatever you do, do not make that donut. It will take your soul.
I recommend don't do the donut because I've seen so many people take the donut challenge and then that's the last thing they ever do and they don't go back to it because the experience was boring and ultimately not satisfying. So that's the wrong way to start this. I think you should start it out of love and out of like fandom is great. Fandom will get you out of an artistic rut faster than anything, which I didn't discover until later in life. I kind of like always look down on fan art. I'm like, oh, I'm a professional. Why would I draw fan art? But make a fan art sculpt of a video game character you love, or anything. But try and make it small and simple. Try and like make like the GameCube version of it, of the model. Don't try and get fancy yet. And yeah. Post. The other thing I recommend is if you can, learn it with a buddy. The buddy system is always good, especially when learning a new program. It'll hold you accountable. You can have someone else you could ask questions like, hey, in edit mode, where do I find how to select vertices? It's up that, but I'm not in edit mode, I'm in object mode. So yeah, having a buddy to like get those like weird UI things will always help. And yeah, keep it small, and you'll go from there. And post it because I want to see it.
Who wants to be my Blender oomphy?
Yes, you'll always do better when you learn with someone else.
I like found that a lot with like art because I like didn't have that many people to like draw with, and then I had people to draw with, and I'm like that I did, and I'm like, oh my god, I feel so much more normal now.
Yeah, and in fact, there was a studio that I used to work for that reached out to me. They're like, Nilbog, we want to do after work, because they saw I was posting a lot of Blender art on my Insta, and they're like, we want to do a Blender club. Like after work hours, we want to like everyone who wants to join can join. It was during the pandemic when animation was still working, but everyone was also like kind of going nuts. And they're like, well, maybe people want to learn Blender together. That'd be fun. And it was so much fun. We got on Zoom and we just opened up like a little tutorial of like, let's make how to make a snowman in Blender. And we would all just start from bare bones beginning, like delete the cube, go step by step. And everyone would show what you did at the end. And I tell you, I learned so much doing that with a group of like 5 or 6 other people on Zoom. And we were just following a free YouTube tutorial. Blender's free. So none of this is costing you anything. It's just costing you your time, which is very valuable. I understand. But I really recommend, if you can, do it with your Discord buddies. Follow along together and have fun. But don't do the effing donut.
Mr. Donut will
I see the
attack
donut,
you.
yeah. Nilbog will attack you and and haunt you if you do the donut.
What
He'll cry.
What would you recommend to someone who wants to learn a blender but doesn't really have an idea of what exactly they want to make, but just like wants to know like the tools so they can have an idea of what's going on?
Oh, in that case, one of the best YouTube channels for Blender beginners and teaching you the UI and the how and why of Blender is Grant Abbott. He's a British dude, Grant, Grant Abbit. I think it's 2 T's. Abbott.
Sorry, I spelled Abbott with an O, and it says Family Wealth Protection and AI Expert.
No.
That's crazy.
Abbott like rabbit.
Wait, sorry, this is crazy. Wait, what is this, man?
Oh no, are we looking up another Grant now? Let's see.
Wait.
Grant Abbott.
Hold on, is this like ASMR like money affirmations? Wait, what is happening here? 5 strategies of the No, we're not doing this. We're not doing
Okay.
money affirmations.
We're going down a different rabbit hole. I recommend Grant Abbott, ABB Go to his YouTube. I learned so much about like texturing. Just like find his like Blender for brand spanking new beginners. Like he has like a lot, and he updates them a lot. Like when Blender makes a new version, he's like, okay, well, here's the one for 2023. Here's the one for 2024. Find his newest, and he breaks it down and explains it to you like he respects your time, and he doesn't make you feel like an idiot. He's like, no, I know this is going to be kind of crazy, but if you have to click into this, and then the new options open up over here. Very gently walks you through it. So find someone like that. And if you don't have an idea, I say don't force it. I actually don't like when people jump into something without an idea. I think that's where like I don't know, go for a walk until you have an idea. Like that's okay. Or maybe just start farting around in Blender and maybe the idea will come to you. That's true. But like don't feel like you have to do it. Wait until the idea comes to you.
Remember what Bjork said. Remember the thing Bjork said, everybody, where it's like just go for a walk for an hour and come back and see how you feel.
Bjork said that?
Yeah.
I like it.
She's so real. We love her. Next question.
Sure.
What was going through your mind dealing with the LA fires? What inspired you to organize the charity streams? How were you impacted?
Depression question.
What was that was like, yeah, fight or flight was like crazy that those weeks. Yeah, and Forrest, you were going through it all too.
Yeah.
That was when we're reaching out and like checking in on each other and making sure. That was going through my mind is like, are my friends safe? I'm safe right now, but how's everybody else? There's a lot of close calls. This is Gob sent me a photo from his front door, and it looked like the hills near him were catching on fire, and it looked terrifying. But an hour later, the helicopters put it out, and it was like I've never been more relieved in my life. So it was the short answer is just it was stressful and it was not fun. But the second part of that question was about the organization of the charity. That was all Big Nose Bug. I didn't have to do anything. It was shout out to Big Nose Bug. They handled it. And that was an eye-opening experience. I got to see kind of how another VTuber runs the show. It was phenomenal. I couldn't be more thankful to be involved, and it went over great. Like I was nervous, but it went over great. So I was really thankful just to be a part of it and learn. And I'm thankful for everyone's donations. Like everyone, I'm thankful for all of the outreach of support and reaching and looking out for each other. Like people were turning away. Like Forrest, you were trying to volunteer, and every place was like, we can't. We're full up on donations, and we can't accept more volunteers. We have enough.
Yeah, I was gonna volunteer more, but like everywhere near me was like filled. I was like happy to hear that because like I did end up volunteering. I did end up like volunteering and like cleaning up some fires. I'm not a fucking firefighter. Cleaning up some debris and near where the Eden fire was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And like low key, my fucking back was killing me for like after that.
Oh,
But
uh-huh.
like, you know, it was nice to see like so many people like organizing a thing, like people, you know, caring for each other and being nice because you like go outside and you know, when you go outside and you don't look at YouTube shorts trying to make you like the worst person ever, you're like, oh yeah, people don't suck. They're just kind of like helping each other when they don't have to. Isn't it crazy how people
Yeah,
how people aren't bad? You just gotta not be fucking weird about it.
yeah. There's really no chance. There's there's no waiting around for our government to help us out.
Yeah.
So we got to I'm really thankful that like there that's where community kicks in. And I know LA can be like such a cold kind of like uh distant place, or like maybe not as community oriented, but when it mattered, it people I saw a lot of giving and a lot of support. So that made me thankful. And um yeah, how was I impacted? Or how were you impacted? I mean, ultimately, I was safe, but I was my butt was puckered for 2 weeks, and it wasn't fun. I'm really glad it's over.
Yeah.
It rained last week finally, so it was finally end of the fire season.
Finally, we're getting normal.
Shout out rain.
Shout out rain. Hold on, I need to
Yeah.
like play. I need to play not Roblox music.
Oh, come on. Just
Get
kidding.
me out of here. Get me out of here. Yeah, for like, a similar situation here. It was just like really stressful, and then like, luckily I wasn't like the fire for me like kind of went away fast. I was just kind of being stressed out and going like, oh dear God, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And then just like
Yeah.
worrying, it's like, oh, they're gonna come further down. They're gonna come further down. It's like it didn't come further down, thankfully, and it ended up being okay. The issue, I did get a bit of a cough during the fire, but it's good now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The air quality's hit and miss. Still really bad.
Well, they're called
today.
Well, to be fair, we are a bit in sunny, beautiful California, Los Angeles, beautiful sunny California. Winter field trip, what the fuck they call
Yeah.
it? Sunny, beautiful, and then it's like the worst air ever.
Totally.
It's not even the worst air ever, but it's pretty bad.
Yeah.
And then a fire, and it's like, oh my God. Shout out to 2020 when there was clear air and no smog for like a week.
Oh yeah. When no one was on the freeway.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
But next question.
Okay.
Do you listen to music, audiobooks, or Northern Lion in your downtime?
Oh, that's a good one. I've heard Northern Lion mentioned in the, what do you call the shindigs, jams, salad forest, hive mind? What do you call? Do you guys have like a name? Like
The channeled Archibald mods for.
oh,
That's the closest we got.
okay, got it. Yeah, I'm not. I don't know who Northern Lion is. I've never like followed him or watched him. So I'll have to look him up after this.
Imagine a sagely bald man.
Are they? Do they do video games? Is that what it is?
Yeah, or like dailies.
Oh, cool.
Like imagine a sagely bald man who is like giving you like a life advice that you expect from like fucking Confucius, but like he's just doing it over like Mario Kart and also saying I am at least 10% Chinese at any given moment.
I like Archibald's Kingdoms. That's a really funny Archibald. Archibald's like anywhere the sun touches is your kingdom.
100%.
Yeah, that's hilarious. I mostly listen. Excuse me. I mostly listen to podcasts. I'm a big podcast person. Goblin and Spotify. I listen to like just random shit on Spotify. Podcasts I've been listening to lately. I love Knowledge Fight, which is it's these two guys who listen to Alex Jones and break down the bullshit that he said the day before usually. I've been fascinated with it because they've, especially, well, when Alex Jones was on trial for the Sandy Hook defamatory, he basically was like doxing families from Sandy Hook, that school shooting. I kind of got hooked in this drama of this shit, the world's worst shithead. And they kind of take the air out of the evil, and so that's been a podcast that's been fun. I'm looking else what I listen to. 8-4 Play, which is they're Japanese game developers. They mostly do game translations, or I guess localization. 8-4 Play, great. But so they talk about games, but they talk about it from that perspective. Like they'll do the translation for a Capcom game or a mobile game, and they have all kinds. It's a really fun podcast. What else do I listen to? Better Offline. That's a good one about how AI sucks. Yeah, some other ones.
Okay.
Podcasts mostly, and some music.
Okay. Hey,
No Northern Lion. Sorry.
no audiobooks? Question mark.
No audiobooks. No, I haven't ever listened to an audiobook. Not since like I was like in high school. Like I should, because I don't read it. I don't read nearly enough. I don't. So I'm missing it. That's another, like, I need to put some points into books.
Books are
That's a good thing.
books are awesome. You read a book and then it makes your life worth.
Yeah.
However,
maybe-
that might
maybe
just be
I'll-
my field.
I gotta read some of them books.
Next question.
Sure.
What was your first ever animation?
Oh, my first ever animation, I think, would be when I was like really little. I got like a big Post-it pad, and I drew. This is so stupid. I drew Stimpy farting. I drew Stimpy like, it was like a 300-page Post-it. It was long, like, and he like squatted down, and I learned how about a cycle. I had him like do this like arm waving cycle, like he's squeezing it, and his butt cheeks like up in the air. And I remember the most fun I had was animating the fart cloud, and I'm like, and actually, as an animator, I think I love animating effects more than anything, and that was like my discovery. Like the thing that's non-human, those are like effects, so like rain, water splashes, explosions, fart clouds. Those are really fun because those are like when you could be the most organic, and like there's less rules. Like I don't have to worry about anatomy usually, or like the things that are hard to draw, like fingers and hands. Effects are like more abstract, and like they kind of follow the rule of cool. Like if it just looks cool and it doesn't look too distracting, then it's fucking awesome. So yeah, it was Stimpy. My first animation was on a Post-it note, Stimpy farting. I was probably like 10 years old.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Good question.
Next question.
What's your ideal pizza?
Ooh, ideal pizza. Oh, there's so many. There's so many good pizzas. I'm a big anchovy fan. I like a salty pizza, but I also like I like a white pizza. I like a thin crust, but I like a Chicago deep dish. I like them all. I like all the pizzas. So the ideal pizza is a pizza that's the next one. I like the next pizza.
Do you like the next question?
Do I like
Which
the
is
next
your
question?
favorite of the four humors?
Oh, the snot. Which one's the goo?
Hold on, I don't remember.
Are-
I don't remember
are
the
they all-
goo is.
Are they all goo?
Was that,
I'm gonna say
was that phlegm? I think it's phlegm.
yeah, snot, boogers.
Yeah. It's blood, yellow bile, black bile, and phlegm.
Gotta be phlegm. Gotta go phlegm. I'm a big phlegm support. Shout out Flem.
Thank you, Flem.
That's great. Thank you.
Next question.
Do you believe in the Big Bang or the Pangea?
Pangre.
Prod.
Is that the Pangea in a mistypo?
Hold on. Let me get the video.
Oh no, there's a whole video.
Hold on. Does anyone have it, or do I have to like get it myself?
I'm meme. I got to put more points in memes.
Here
I
we go.
think.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Is this one that doesn't have the effect on the same video?
Oh God. That's a good point. I'm with that guy. I believe in buttered bread.
What was he cooking? What was he cooking?
Yeah.
Like actually, what was he cooking?
I don't know.
Oh, that's Sammy. Ah,
Perfect.
let me grab. I love computer. I love programming. I love computer. I love clicking software. I love clicking hardware.
Team buttered bread. That's it.
Next, so next question.
Creepy pee-pee or spooky poopy?
Oh. Oh, I could I see an argument for both. What if you have a spooky poopy and you use a creepy pee pee? I don't know. That's stupid. I love I'm going to have to go with a spooky poopy.
Locking in. Locking in.
Lock it in. Final answer.
All right. All right. Next question.
What is your favorite album made by a woman?
Oh. It's got to be I can look at my Spotify.
You're on the clock.
I'm on the clock. Okay. What was Bjork's It's Oh So Quiet? Which one had that one?
Debut. Hit the Bjork debut.
The Bjork debut. That's it.
All right. Next question.
Name 5 women.
Oh God. Princess Peach, Zelda, we got Samus, and who else we got? There's no other women. That's it. There's only
We're on
3
the
women.
clock.
Oh no. I'm gonna say Sonic's who is it? Amy. She's the pink one. And sure, why not? I'll go that lady from the Sonic 3 movie, whose name escapes me. Oh, you wanted me to name them? Okay, so not her.
Get a name of.
Amelia Earhart.
All right. All right. We got it here first. We got it here first.
Oh, good.
All right. I didn't know you were a gamer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a good answer.
I didn't know you were a gamer.
Yeah, gamers only.
Next, fucking Amelia Earhart is my favorite Sonic character.
That's a good. She was a gamer.
She
Right.
probably, dude. Amelia Earhart would have been such a Fujoshi for like Otome games in like current year. She would have been a gotcha fiend.
Why haven't they made an Amelia Earhart game? Is there reason? There's probably like legal reasons they can't.
I don't think they like copywritten the like Amelia Earhart world. Cause they like have Gilgamesh anime girl, and they have like Thomas Edison anime girl. I don't see why they can't have Amelia Earhart anime girl.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, next question.
What is some advice you wish you could give your past self in regards to working with 3D?
Oh, what advice would I give my past self when working with 3D? Oh, start earlier. Don't wait until your 30s to start 3D. I think that's silly. Like, yeah, I like I said earlier, I went to animation for 2D and I felt like I was corralled, like cattle into this one way of making animation, and that's also my own, like, you know, I participated in that too. So I wish I think everyone, the lesson is, and 3D people learn a little 2D. I think a hybrid of knowing a little bit of everything. Actually, that's why I've been employed. That's what it's because I can do both. I kind of have solutions that are. I want my animation to be dimensionally agnostic. Like I don't want it to matter. Like I want it to be good as a 2D thing or a 3D thing. It's just animation. It's just film. That's it. Start learning 3D as early as you can, because it's fun.
3D is good for you. Animation is good for you.
Yeah, animation's fun.
I do you what do you think of the take of like, oh, if you learn 3D that kind of like helps you that like kind of helps a lot with like rotating shit in your brain?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. But as a 2D artist, I tell you, by learning 2D first and then going to 3D, it kind of was like easy mode.
Ooh.
Because I think as a 2D artist, when I'm drawing something, you're doing those rotating calculations all the time. You're foreshortening, you're changing things in perspective, you're cheating things for appeal, but you're so you're in your brain, you got to see it before you can put it on the screen or page. And I think the minute I could, like, oh, I just have to sculpt it once and then I have that thing forever from any angle. Fuck. That's magic. That's goblin magic right there. So yeah. Yeah. Shout out 3D.
I need to get on 3D. I need to like proper get on Blend. I'll get on it. I said I was gonna get on in February, so if it's fucking locked in February, I had to lock the fuck in.
I think whatever you need to do. Well, so Forrest, look at what you're making. You clearly don't need to just change 3D just because.
Oh no,
for
I don't
any
want
reason. You have a whole vibe.
Oh no, I don't want
like
to change my shit to 3D. I want to learn Blender because it's easier to draw background.
That's true. Like, so back to, yeah, you got to learn some reuse techniques. Like, you make one hospital set, or even better, if you go to a place like Sketchfab, someone has made a commercially available for free hospital set.
Oh yeah.
Or pieces that you can, like a bed, or like someone's designed like the lighting overhead system that you can just kit bash and cobble your own thing, but then learn a little 3D so you can make it your own. And like, oh, I want it to be skewed and have this kind of. I'm gonna make the seat. I'm gonna sculpt my own seat so it's funny looking there.
Oh yeah. Like my desire for learning Blender isn't like, oh, I need to change everything to be in 3D. It's more so that like I need to learn it anyway because the game I'm making, when we are done with it, we want to work in 3D, and I think having 3D stuff that I can like fuck around with is it's just like a good thing to do. And also because I don't know, I feel like it's a good thing because with my background, the background I draw, the background here is just like a picture I got from Jordy Green Holy music video. But for like going back to the medical scene, A thing with all of the background that I draw is they're just like wireframes because
Yeah.
it
They look
saves
cool.
so much time and it had the look.
Yep. It's called art direction, baby. I love it.
We don't need all the colors. I have everything I draw is in 32 how they in a 32 color palette. Everything you see on screen is in 32 color palette.
So you could it's PC98 ready.
Yeah. Except
Could
the
you-
resolution is lower.
Oh, I was gonna say, could you like reverse engineer it and export it to a disk and play it on real hardware?
Probably,
Or is that-
honestly.
Whoa.
Well, it's just moving like the PNGs over.
Cool.
But I need, oh my god, someone donate me like $1,500 or something. I don't know how much a PC98 costs. I don't know how much a computer from the 90s from Japan costs to ship over.
Do you watch Basement Brothers? They're a cool like YouTube channel that does a lot of PC98. Like I was watching them do the they reviewed Snatcher, and they kind of break down like how the Sega CD's version's different than the PC98s, and they're cool. You check them out if you haven't seen the Basement Brothers.
I will check out because this interests me deeply.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I love computer. I love computer. I love the computer almost as much as I love the next question.
Oh.
Interpret this however you want. When did you bloom?
Oh, am I a late bloomer? When did I bloom? I bloomed. Actually, I know I bloomed when I went to animation college at university in Canada. That's when like I feel like I went turbo mode, and like I found my tribe. I found like other people who. So before that, I was in a normal university in the States with doing a drawing and painting degree, and I felt like I wanted to do like animation or film, and I was at a school that was more known for fine arts, and they were pushing me to do giant paintings for whatever reason. They wanted me to do like anytime I had a critique, they're like, "Huh, I want to see this either really big or really small." And I'm like, what? Who the fuck cares how big or small it is? And I was like, I kind of wanted to start to work more digitally, and they were anyway. It was a bad fit. It was not the right school for me, and I dropped out. And the only reason I did it is because I had support of my parents. They're like, we believe in you. We'll make it work. Try and find a school that's affordable. Because I said, well, I want to go to animation school, and I was looking around, and to no surprise to anybody, and any school, university in the United States, you're gonna be in debt for most of your life, paying off that money. But if you go to school anywhere outside the United States, that might not be the case. And so I started looking anywhere else. I started looking at schools in Europe. I started looking at schools in Japan. And I looked at Canada. I looked at a certain school that's up in the east side of Canada near Toronto. And once I applied, I sent a portfolio, and I got in. And when I moved there, and I started meeting other mostly Canadians. There's international students there, but a lot of Canadians went there, and it was like finding my tribe. They were all everyone was every bit into animation as I was. They were all into the same weird parts of animation, like we had similar interests, and that was like, and I was suddenly surrounded by very young artists that were like drawing circles around me. Like they were so effing good. And so it made me step my game up. It made me it makes you step your pussy up when you're surrounded by the most talented people you've ever met. And that was a really good time. It was really a lot of fun. I grew so much as an artist. So that's where I feel like I bloomed. That's where I met, this is Gob. we met at animation school, and after we graduated, we got internships back out in the States, and the rest is history. So yeah, shout out to finding your tribe.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I've been also looking at school out of the U.S. because oh my god.
Oh, are you looking for like grad school or?
Yeah, for grad school. I was looking for stuff in my field because like another part of it is that like oh my god, it's so fucking expensive here.
Oh yeah, you best of luck. I hope you find something that works for you. But yeah, ultimately, I also wanted. I went to a school where the people coming out of it were the kind of artists that I wanted to be. Like, when I was looking at who was graduating from the university I was at before, most everybody who, at this fine art university where they wanted me to be a painter, or a sculptor, the graduates were like just working at the art store. They weren't, or they went on to just be teachers somewhere else. And I'm like, I don't know if I want that. I want to learn a trade. I want to learn something and be that's what I was seeking. So it took me like kind of finding a place where they had the artists graduating that I wanted to be more like, and that helped a lot.
Yeah.
But there's so many, like, now there's so many resources online that like, yo, I don't know if I needed everything I learned online is like actually pretty available via YouTube now. Yeah, it was someone saying, honestly, something like is changing with artists today. The amount of resources available. As I remember as a kid, I had those how to draw anime books. Now, youngins have like professional level classes available online to YouTube. Axel, nobody, you said it perfectly. If I was to do it again, with hindsight, I don't know. I don't. What you don't get out of YouTube video is that stepping your pussy up of being surrounded by artists 24/7. In a university setting, you're surrounded by other people. You're constantly seeing their work, and it's constantly making you up your game. And that that made me bloom is the right word. I became like a better artist. I don't know if I can get that. You can get that from posting online, but it's a different experience. And it's definitely cheaper. And I would recommend the other right solution is the one that doesn't make you in debt until you're dead, which is what can happen.
That is good for you, actually. No, don't go into debt. Don't go into debt, everybody. Smile. I'm making little hearts with my face, with my hand, my paws. Fuck, I'm ruining the illusion. But yeah, you're correct with like a bunch of the stuff because like there's a lot of resources, and the only art class I took was in fucking high school, and I think I have a good enough grasp. I'm still learning every day. I'm learning every day. I'm listening and learning my ass off.
Can I ask what you would? So you said you're environmental science. You would go for graduate school for environmental science?
No.
You would go for graduate school for what?
I don't know.
Or do you not want to say?
Oh, that's a good question because I'm trying to figure it out. I wanted to do environmental science, but it's okay. So I was already in grad school for a year, but I dropped because university in California is going to be expensive and I couldn't pay for it.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I was in for geology, and then I like lost my goddamn mind and did a semester of graduate level English, which was pretty chill. But like looking on it now, it's like, oh, what do I want to do grad school for? It's probably something like environmental, like maybe like a policy type situation, or lose my goddamn mind and go get a fucking MFA. Fuck it, bro.
Yeah.
Because
then you could teach, or do you want to teach, or I'm trying to think what like.
I just want to be a researcher.
Okay.
I don't want to be a researcher. That's about it. Like, that's the goal. Well, no, the goal is I just want to make money. I want to make money to like
Yeah,
buy. I want to make money so I can buy DoorDash every other day. That's
that's a
like
great it's a great wish.
like my only goal is to have enough money to get hot pot once a week and like
Mm.
like you're able to order DoorDash every other day and have like a nice enough apartment that I can like decorate like in the most gaudy way possible.
Yeah, work-life balance is so important. Like that's another thing in animation that I remember. Like they don't teach you this in school, anything about balancing, because animators are also like, well, guess I'm pulling an all-nighter to get this scene done, or and that kind of stays with you forever until you have like therapy breaks it.
Yeah.
Like, and so I wish everybody a good work-life balance, and that's difficult in every line of work, but I hope everyone can find it.
It's especially hard to like break that cycle if you're like how do I say American workforce be like
Yeah,
because like
no,
there's a
it's
big
absolutely.
cultural attitude to like constantly push yourself and work as hard as possible to make to be like cause, like, to be like good employee or like I need to get somewhere, I need to work harder for this shit, and if it's not like at my current position it's like I need to go do gig work and make some more money that way, and it's like a nightmare. But
Yeah.
the like actual ultimate goal for myself is like get into a position that pays me a lot of money to do to work as little hours as possible, which is like everyone's thing. But
Yes, I want to. My goal for a long time is like, oh, I want my next gig to be I do less work and I get paid the same amount or more. And as long as I'm doing that until I die, I'm okay with it. Like I want to be doing less work for the same amount or more. Like I want my job to basically keep getting easier and my quality of life to stay the same or improve. That's my wish.
and we all love a good work-life balance. We all
Yes.
love getting money. And we all
Yes.
love telling our little stories. Cause like for me, oh my god, hello, this is Gov. You've been shouted out every time the shout out bit off called out.
His ears were burning. His little goblin ears were just burning.
Can we shout you out again? Yeah.
Thank you. This is Gob.
The like actual ultimate goal beside that is like, oh my god, I want my game to pop off so I can make games forever.
Oh yeah, that's that's so valid. Like we as an artist, you always want your work to be received and enjoyed and to be patronized so you can make more of that stuff. Like that's a universal feeling that artists all got.
I love receiving money.
Yeah, yeah, totally.
But
Yeah, and in animation, like it's always like pushed on you, like, oh, you got to get a show, you got to get a series, you got to be a showrunner, you got to be a direct. And I gotta say, I've worked as a director. It was one of the hardest jobs of my life. It was nothing but all nighters and like and fixing stuff, and it was I felt like I never had time to draw. I was always like addressing notes and fixing and patching. Versus once I kind of took a new role as like an animator, even storyboards were like, man, when you're a storyboard artist, you have the weight of the show on your shoulders. Because you have to do 11 pages of script in a week or 2 weeks, and it's like you're already late. Day one, you're late. You should have already had the first page done, and so it's stressful. And I found when I took a new gig as an animator, as a retake animator, I had um, uh, a lot less is being asked of me, and that was perfectly fine with me because I can turn my brain off at 5:30 and get the fuck out and not worry about the effing job and have a life when I went home. And I've been doing that for the last maybe 4 or 5 years, and it's what it's done for my mental health has been great. Well, I made Nilbog, so it's giving me a lot of free time, and I owe a lot to, like, stepping down, maybe like supervising, and like at a certain point, like this kind of American idea of like, oh, you gotta reach the top, you gotta keep going, that's the fastest way to burnout. I've seen so many people in animation in the recent years, especially, experience burnout, and like, it changes you. I'm really thankful that, not that I haven't had periods of that, but I'm thankful that I'm not in that now. And that's and Nilbog is a testament to that. Like, I have time to work. I have time to work, and there's time to play. And Nilbog is when I have time to play. So yeah.
It's especially hard.
Think about
Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, I'm done. Go ahead.
Oh, it's especially hard when like what someone just said in the chat. It's like especially hard when you're it's especially hard when you're like working full time and you like want to do your personal project, but like work is killing you and you can't do shit.
Yeah. You gotta. Well, I used to think, oh, I gotta make time for it. I gotta make time to do my own stuff. And the secret is, you gotta take that time first. Don't wait and see what you have left in the week to do your project. Take that fucking time first. Like, work on your project first, and then, because otherwise you're not gonna leave yourself any time. So, like, try and like squeeze it in top of mind, and make it a priority.
Yeah.
If you can. I know that's not always possible. Like, I know that's like, check your privilege, Nilbog, but try and take it first, because you won't give it to yourself otherwise.
Yeah. It's just like really like for a lot of the time it's just like, I know a very common thing is just like it's so hard to do it, especially when you're working a position that's like, especially when you're working a position that's like kind of eating you alive, where it's like, oh, I need time to
Sure.
recover, and then you're doing this, and then
Oh yeah.
and then it's like, blah.
Yeah,
Which,
because not every job is glamorous.
oh yeah,
Like,
'cause like
sometimes it's just an effing job, and yeah.
Cause like I remember like I like my big memory of like having this situation that like kind of ruined my like that like kind of ruined a year of me was I used to work at McDonald's when I was in college, and they had me on 39 hours, so they didn't have to give me full-time benefits, and the only days I had off were the day that I had to go to school.
Oh whoa.
So I had 2 days off, and those 2 days I went to school for 8 hours. I was like, I can't do this anymore.
So mentally, you never had a day off, and
Yeah.
it showed in, like, yeah, that's a part of you don't get back until like the end of your life, until like you're on the other side and you see it. You're like, oh, there's that time I never got back. Hello,
And like
here I am.
like after that I was able to like do more shit, and I was able to like actually pay attention in school instead of like ruining my school situation. But you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, and then when you're out, it's like, oh my god, thank fucking god, I'm out. Like, let's go.
Yeah. Hey, Aunt Gobbo, good. More goblins in chat. I love this.
Every goblin is here now. I don't know how
All the fey creatures, woodland sprites, mischief makers. Welcome. We're going bowling.
I love bowl, but before we continue talking about the evilness of American work culture and culture in general, next question.
How about another question?
Will you join Hard White Girl and learn about things such as shoegaze?
I will learn about shoegaze, and I'm gonna Google Hard White Girl right now.
No.
And don't Google Hard White Girl.
Well, I don't know if it'll come up. Hard White Girl is what we called our group on 1001 albums to listen to website.com.
Oh.
So
yeah. Wait, is that what Eric Plays Bass does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Me, Eric, Paz, Archibald, Manuel, Alex, I don't know who else is there off the top of my head. The girl reading this. is like we listen to an album every day from this website, and I don't know how long we're gonna keep it up with this website, but it's because Eric's
Yeah.
New Year goal is to listen to a new album every day.
Oh, cool. A new album every day. Wow, that's smart. So then you're constantly being influenced or like being exposed to new stuff. I like that.
Well, it's not like a new album because it's just like a generous. It comes from the book 1001 album that you must listen to before you die. So just like randomly
Sure.
gives you one from those. So sometimes you like already hear it, sometimes you don't. Past few days I've heard them, and then there were some I haven't. I haven't listened to Bossa Nova by Pixies. It's called Bossa Nova. It isn't Bossa Nova.
Oh,
It's pretty good
it's
though.
bossa nova in name only.
But yeah, it's been a good thing because I always like
Cool.
try to expose myself to like new to the new stuff.
Well, then the answer is yes.
Let's go evangelize. Next question.
LFG.
Favorite woman?
Favorite woman? I like when Bugs Bunny dresses like a girl bunny.
And
I think that's powerful.
And that concludes our question section of the
Wow,
game.
okay.
As
Hell yeah.
just as God, I like said that. Just as we're coming on time, we go back to our main section because I don't have one for the last one. Turn on. Thank you.
Turn on. Hey, I'm back.
Hello.
It's me. We're back in the CBD street.
So now
I've already used my gem.
So now we ask the final round of questions.
Oh, good.
If I can find my document. Wow. All right. So, can you tell me a story about a mundane thing you still think about?
The mundane thing I think about is when I was in Canada for animation school. The names of things that change in Canada. For instance, Chex Mix or Chex cereal was called Shreddies. Shreddies, which is so funny to me. I just liked and or like people were talking about an animated series Beast Wars, but in Canada it's called Beasties. And it's totally mundane. It doesn't matter, but I think about that a lot. It's kind of cute. They take out the war and call it Beasties, and Chex Mix is Shreddies. It kind of one makes it less violent and one makes it more violent. I like it. Canada. It's great.
Tell me a story about a streaming or artistic experience that you still think about, no matter the big or smallness of it.
I told that story about the TikTok getting canceled stream. The other streamer that I think about, it happened a couple weeks ago. That kind of like, I mean, I guess this is more of like this like shook me. But I saw a VTuber get what's the word? Someone misgendered them, and it really shook them. And I think about that a lot. Like I'm trying to be like as cognizant about pronouns and all that, but so I don't know. If it's a really kind of a generous read, if they were being, I think the person may have just been not thinking, but another way they've interpreted it was they were being kind of malicious, and it like really to see that like happen here on Twitch, like it and how it can affect somebody like that. It just makes me think about like how important that is right now in this country and everywhere. So, and what's going on, and then seeing the news of what's happening with our president, like taking off the T of LGBT, the T and the Q and the I and the A of government websites, and I think so I'm thinking about it a lot. I've been thinking about that moment more and more. So not to be like kind of a dark downer moment, but that's a streamer moment I've been thinking about.
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. Don't worry about things getting dark or any of that. As long as
It's
you
real.
approach it with humanity, that's what's important here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be real here.
Yeah. And now tell me a story about a person you still think about.
A person I still think about. I don't know. I had the very first time when I started learning how to draw was like I met a buddy in first grade and his name was Justin. And I think about like he was like a natural. Like I feel like I had to work really hard to like even get good at drawing. Like I had but this kid like drew Ninja Turtles like you wouldn't believe. Like in first grade. And I think about like I wonder what Justin's how his art is today. Like what's Justin up to? I think the last time I heard he became a pastor, and I kind of got less interested like immediately.
Hello.
But yeah, that's a person that gun to my head. I was thinking about Justin just then. what are Justin's doing?
Sorry, that also caught me off guard because it's like oh my god, church jump scare. Hello.
Oh yeah, yeah, became super Christian and like whatever. I wonder how his Ninja Turtles are though.
Whoa, what the fuck happened there?
Organ music jump scare.
What the fuck happened there? Okay.
Or his vibraphone or whatever that was.
That can't even be clipped. You can't even hear that in the playback. Oh, well, that's the fucking like.
That's for the live audience.
All right. Well, we have. Thank you so much for coming by.
Thank you, Forrest.
We have
this was
two
great.
more questions.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah. That was preemptive thank yous.
But thank you so much for coming by. Thank you so much for stopping by and taking time to making time for this.
Are you kidding me? Look at this interface. I can't wait to see you. You better reuse me, and everybody else better be in at least 3 of your games that you got planned. I see in your OBS. So you better. I better be battling some beetles, and someone better be finding if it's what my humors are, what my yellow bile is up to.
Well, I guess I'll have to like re-invite people I've invited over to get medical.
Yes, when you want to do the live, that'd be such a fun night when we're all in like maybe like there's 2 of us in one scene and we can play off each other. Oh, that's gonna be great.
Oh my god, you've given me ideas.
Invite me back, and then maybe like at one point, yeah, someone gets murdered. And the lights go out, and that person's just got to be muted the entire time. Oh yeah.
Oh my god, you've given me an idea. It's not even you giving me an idea. This is an idea I've had before. You're like spoiling an idea I've had.
Oh no. Okay, I'll stop.
No, you're good. You're good. This is like an awesome thing. I'm like happy you also thought this.
Oh yeah, Monaco, 50% opacity. Let them come back as a ghost.
Ooh.
What is this? Good idea night?
Oh my god, yeah, everyone has to pick a medical condition. I was thinking about that though. It's like, oh, you show people like medical condition, have to like guess which one they have. But as of now, the medical thing is just like it's just like patients come to me and someone else pretend to be doctors. Like I need to ask someone else to be the third, and then like have guests come on as like because the reason I want to do like the medical stuff is because I want to collab more with people, but I don't want to just like collab playing games. I want to do like weird. I want to to play
you want to make it
toys.
weird. I love it. No, and this is great because I don't have to do shit. I just have to put on my microphone. Great.
Yeah, it's like
You're doing the rest.
Yeah, it's like easy. Like
it's very easy.
Because it's already like I'm already asking a lot just by asking someone to come by. It's like I want to like, give a gift as well because it's like
come on and talk for 3 hours, take a swim in Lake Me. I hate that. Come on.
But anyway. It was nice talking. Is there anything anyone you'd like to shout out? Again, we've been shouting out people this entire fucking time,
yeah.
but one more.
Shout out to the concept of women.
Oh, okay.
That's a callback, folks.
We cannot shout out women for 9 seconds.
9 seconds, okay? 7, 6,
Yes.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right. Thank you, women.
Yes.
Shout out Justin. He probably needs it.
Yeah. Oh, he's probably, yeah. No.
Uh,
Some people are better left as a memory in first grade. That's fine.
All right. Are there any parting words you'd like to leave everyone on?
I can't wait to see what you guys make. Make something cool and post it. Posting has been such a seeing other people post art, and that's been my inspiration. That's what I check every morning. That's like my coffee. It energizes me. So keep posting, and post other places other than Twitter. That way Nilbog can see it.
Don't go on racism.com. Go on normal.com.
Post that thing.
Post on Xiao Hong Shu.
Post on Hongshu. Hongshu.
Oh, you're a Hong Shu, not a Snork me.
Definitely Hongshu. That's way funnier.
I agree. I'm also Hong Shootout.
They're they're both great, but you know.
Like I have
I have
like a perverse attraction to like going Hong Shu when I hit that bed.
Yeah.
And now on to the last question. Everybody,
Final.
last question. Is there anything you'd like to say to someone who cannot hear this?
Yeah. Shout out your auto captions because they can read it. That's what I love about your captioning. It's really accessible.
Sometimes it just hates my voice.
Oh no, it's I love that. I have I being able to I need to figure out how to turn on captioning on my Twitch because I see some people have it and I don't. Like, is it a setting or what? Like,
there's 2 different ones. The one I use is I'll send the link to it right now. I'll send it in the chat box. It's a plugin called Local Vocal. I have the Whisper one set up. There's also the one that's like embedded into the player, which is like up here for like captioning the experimental and just in OBS.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's what I got to turn on. Because no, like I've been in like I think Jams had it. Like it just had like under his Twitch window, like where it says like, you know, number of viewers and subscribe. It had CC, and I've only seen that on a couple people's streams, and I don't know how to turn that on.
Oh yeah, that's just the experimental.
That's
yeah.
Captions experimental. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna turn that on.
And
thank you. I learned something.
We love if you have any OBS or Sammy questions, I got you, bro.
Yes. Oh, great! I'm gonna come back with lots of them. And as a guest in the medical drama. With yellow bile.
I love bile. I love phlegm. I love throwing up.
Yeah.
Well, that's all for today.
Until next time.
Yeah.
Thanks everybody for coming out.
And once again, thank you for coming out and taking the time and all of this.
It's been a lot of fun. You're really good at this. This is a great interview. Thank you.
Thank you.
Clap. Yeah. Please clap.
Thank you. This time it did not go out for 8.5 hours. Not to say it was a bad thing. It's just like
now tell the truth. Did you really go 8 hours with no breaks?
I'm pretty
with Jams.
I don't know if there was a break. I legitimately do not remember a break. I remember going to piss.
Gosh. That's why it should be your job because you do it for 8 hours.
I could do this for 8 hours. Jams was falling asleep at the end of it.
Oh my god.
The music is so loud. But yeah, thank you all. Thank you everyone for watching as well. Thank you all for hearing the yapping. Thank you for the gift subs, Liz, and thank you for the subs, Cluj, and thank you for the sub, Quasi, and thank you everyone who followed. I am very happy to be here, and I will continue to interview people, even though I have no one else like set up next. I should probably ask people. I forgot to ask people. Whoopsie. I should do that after. I gotta do that tomorrow. I need to.
Solicit interviews. He's taking applications.
I am.
Submit your application, portfolio.
You don't even need a portfolio. You don't need a character. You don't even need a character. I'll draw you one.
Cool. Oh my, yeah. I mean, look at this. You made me a VTuber like 3 times over tonight.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for the thank you for the thumb. Thank you for the thumb. Thank you for the thumb.
Wow. I like your phlegm sound. Speaking of the 4 humors.
That's the sound I got from Lisa, which was gotten from Shenmue.
Wow. You know the origin of that sound effect? That, well, like you can trace it like a family tree. Did you watch that video essay about the oof dot wave?
Oh my god, yes, that's crazy. H-Bomber guy videos are always crazy.
That was nuts.
Speaking of video essays, if you want to look at mine, watch mine. They're not actual video essays, they're fiction disguised as video essays. About the one of them about an H-Bomber guy video.
I saw the one you did about Bloodborne.
That's the one. That's the one. That was the first one I made, and that was made in 3 days. And I look back on it, I'm like,
wow.
I can do better, and I will do better. It's not bad. I don't want to sound like I'm like shitting on myself. But it's like I look back and I'm like, I know how to improve.
That's ain't that the way? That's the true artist. You get looking back and you just see the flaws.
But anyway. That's the end.
Thank you so much. Yep.
Who to raid is the real last question is who should we raid?
Oh, who do we send everybody off to? I see a couple of good landing spots. What do you think about I meant someone I shouted out at the beginning. What about Dead Sun Prime? It's all one word.
All right.
Dead Sun Prime. He's an Unreal VTuber octopus creature, and he's currently modeling a rose in Maya. And it's this guy does amazing work. And when you raid in, he's going to show you all kinds of fun stuff. I guarantee it.
Ooh.
So stick around if you want to see like what the future of Unreal VTubing is. You're looking at it with Dead Sun Prime.
And is there a raid message you would like to send out?
Nilbog says hello. No. It should be your favorite heart emoji and hello. That's it.
Oh, you remember my raid message forever.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. See you. For me, I'll see you all probably tomorrow because I'm not. Sorry. Oh my god. Sorry, everybody. I wasn't streaming that much this week. I got like so fucking busy, but I'm better now. I can yap more.
He's better now.
And for you, when do we...
I don't have a set schedule at all. So, good question. Yeah, I'll probably stream. The only thing that is regular is on Wednesdays I stream Elden Ring with some animation buddies from Canada, actually.
All right, everybody.
So